Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Shadow of the Broker. Is it 44? Am I reading that right?
Yep.
Okay. I knew what the Roman numerals were. I didn't know how to read them. This is Friendly Fire Part 1, first session of 2. Yeah, why don't we go into character intros, starting with Ben.
Hi, I'll be playing Cristelavarus Vanks, also known as Crystal. He's a Shistavinan Wolfman Doctor and Charmer. He is actually not the only Doctor anymore, but for a while he was the crew's only Doctor. For almost like 8 months or something like that. So he's had a lot of stress lately trying to keep everyone together, along with performing a very tense neurosurgery on their friend. And he's looking forward to a mission that might not be so medically intensive, maybe.
All right, Brandon.
Hi, I'm playing Shorbeka. He's a Wookiee, and he is a flying tank by himself. He's in the heavy, the gunner, and he just entered the commando tree, so we're looking forward to getting my durable up to 5, and then that talent that lets you just keep moving if you move your crit down to 1. So yeah, that's Shorbeka.
All right, James.
I'm playing Borga the Hutt, an adolescent Hutt who was kicked out of his clan because he was framed for killing a rival. He didn't do it, and he's trying to work his way back into Hutt society. And he's a good talker and yeller and stuff.
Okay, Leslie.
I'm playing Hack, who's a gank who loves to hack things. Instead of killing things, he likes to chop things up or hack into computers. He's looking for revenge from the Black Sun, so he's hoping that joining the broker will help him achieve that.
Okay, and finally, Thomas.
I'm playing Juba the Jawa. He is from Tatooine, a former junkyard. He wasn't a slave, but he was treated like one, and abused by Borga the Hutt. So he doesn't like him, and does whatever he can to stop him while he's out exploring the galaxy.
All right, excellent. And I am Eric. I'm GMing today. I usually play either Torty, a smuggler, or I have a newer character named Packbat, a Dracelian sharpshooter that just joined the Rebel Alliance, who will he's going to be accompanying you guys today. Give me 1 second while we roll obligation and I open something. Actually, GM assistant, could you roll obligation and duty for me?
Yep. It's going to be a hit on obligation, and it is 76. Shorbeka's criminal. Oh boy. So him down by 2, the rest of us down by 1 on strain. Oh, we don't have our tokens right now.
Oh yeah, let me.
We'll do you.
I'll pull them up here.
Oh no. Well, that one's pretty straightforward. Anything doing with Imperials, he's not supposed to be there. Shorbeka was probably particularly irate about the situation of being Zygerians onto Wayrite. So if there's not an Imperial angle here, you can just give Shorbeka like a setback or 2 for the session, just because he's just mad in general about the situation and he's a little unruly.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. And everybody rolled Destiny, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so I'm going to move you guys to the next screen here. You guys are still hanging out at the Altar Mountain base. Oh, it cut off somebody. Hold on. You know what? The tokens aren't going to matter for this scene. real quick. Sorry, I need to open my notes here. Give me a moment. I just realized they're not open. And I can't find them. Thank you, Windows 10. Oh, there they are. I just can't read. Okay, so you guys are actually, there we go, I had my mic muted. You guys are called in by the broker, and he actually has some pretty bad news. Your fellow agent Torty has gone missing. Nobody knows, actually, one person knows maybe where he is, and that is Borga the Hutt. Borga contacted the broker to alert him of the situation. So if you guys aren't familiar with Torty's little story that I've kind of been telling a little bit, when I was gone for several months, I wasn't playing in the campaign, I said that Torty had been working with Borga the Hutt, and his job was actually to procure food items for Borga. A very, very important job to a Hutt, but not something totally serious. And recently, Borga had requested his help again and sent him to the planet of Dak. And he lost contact with him and hasn't heard from him in quite a while. So he contacted the broker and figured maybe the broker could help and recover him, especially since he's an agent. I'm sorry, go ahead, Ben.
Well, Gristle will be fun with that. I love Dak. I went to school on Dak. That's why I learned to be a surgeon.
Oh, all right, excellent. I didn't realize that. So yes, Dak is mainly a water world. It is the home of the Mon Calamari and the Quarren. But additionally, this is actually quite the coincidence. So as you probably know, Dak is a rebel world, and it was recently brought to the broker's attention that the rebellion needs some people to pick up some agents that will be stationed on Arda 1 from Dak. And they are pretty busy right now, so they asked the broker if he could dispatch a team to do that. And so you guys will have two missions, basically. One, to pick up these rebel agents, and then two, to try and locate Torty. Any questions?
Well, Dak's pretty big. Do we have any specific idea on where he went?
Yeah, Borga knows the main city he was headed to, so yeah, you definitely have a lead there.
Maybe when Borga's not on the line, Shorebecca will ask, what kind of disgusting Hutt food was he trying to get?
All sorts of things. I mean, Borga hasn't really been specific in that regard, but there's all sorts of exports from Mon Cala or Dak that Hutts would like. So yeah, it's he didn't specify specifically.
Okay.
That was a little redundant, but.
And Shorebecca may not have realized, but he would have said that in Shriwook, so he just hopes Zevo didn't understand what he was saying. So, because he wasn't very kind to the Hutts. But
No.
it's like you say it and then you like look back and like, oh, there's a Hutt right there.
More for him to eat. He's not worried if you don't like it.
So in terms of the time frame, are we primarily looking for Torty, or is that kind of a side thing while we pick up these agents?
Yeah, so picking up the rebel agents should be easy enough, the broker says, but the main goal, and Borger's actually offering a reward, which the broker will double if you can locate Torty and actually bring him back, is what the main thing is. Borg is actually, he's afraid Torty knows something and that people might have taken him to get at Borga.
Do we have any time constraints on the rebel job, or is that more just whenever we can do it?
No time constraints on the rebel job, but getting to and from Dak is difficult since they've got the hyperlanes mined to keep the Imperials out. So you would basically need to do it all in the one trip.
So the rebellion's not going to give us a little help with the mines?
Well, no. They are. They're telling you, like, they're giving you the directions and authorizing your trip there and everything. So.
Okay. How do you mine a hyperlane? That's kind of cool.
It's these little interdictor things.
Yeah, interdictor mines.
But anyways, shoot, I had a question. How will we know where to find or how to identify the rebel agents?
Yeah, there's actually going to be a liaison that will meet you once you arrive.
Got it.
Do we know? Were we told what Tordy was doing when he came here?
When he went to DAC?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the information Borga gave the broker is still vague, but it was basically that, because Tordy was originally working for Borga procuring food items, he left that job to come back and work for the broker again. And so Borga hired somebody else. Well, that person went missing. So he was like, look, I need somebody who knows what they're doing, can go there and help me out, and asked Tordy to do a favor for him, especially since Borga now owns his debt. So Tordy jumped at it, ran there, and now Borga lost contact with him as well.
How long has it been since they last been in contact?
Several days.
Already?
Actually, no, I'm sorry, a few days is more accurate. So like 2 or 3.
Gotcha. And do you know any of his contacts or anybody he's been talking to on this planet?
Borga did not provide any of that information, unfortunately. Any other questions?
So as far as our mission with the rebels, we're picking up some people? Are they waiting for us, or do we have to get them from somewhere, and where are we bringing them?
Yeah, no, the liaison will take you over to the rebel training facility to introduce you to the few. There's just a few technicians that you're picking up, and then when you leave DAC, you will take them with you and drop them off at Arda 1, which is kind of on the way, so it isn't really too far out of the way.
Okay.
Should we try and find Tordy first, since the rebel thing's a little...
Oh yeah, I mean the rebels thing is like that's where we're leaving, and we have to do the whole thing in one trip, so we might as well look for Tordy, and then if we can't find him, well, we'll try to find him first, and if we end up running like out of time, we'll just go to the rebels and leave and see what happens.
Say screw Tordy, just leave me behind.
Okay, welcome, D.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I did not get any sleep last night, and oh, God, it was just terrible. I apologize.
No problem. Oh, I didn't switch you guys over to the mountain base screen. I'm sorry. Look at that. All right. Okay, Dara, if you want to go ahead, or D, do you want to set up Dara's token real quick while we're here? Welcome, David. We actually just filled up like 2 minutes before you came in, but you're welcome to watch. Okay. All right. D, do you know Dara's wounds and strain?
Yeah, I think I put it on the. Yeah, I got it here. Wounds and strain are 14 each.
Both 14. Okay, I'll go ahead. I'll just add it to the token real quick. I'm already in the screen. Okay, and then I'm going to. Okay. Second. All right, so just to get D up to speed, so the broker just called the agents, and Torty has gone missing. He was doing a side job for Borga the Hutt and went missing on the planet Dak. Additionally, the rebels have requested that the broker's agents pick up some technicians on Dak and take them to Arda 1. So you guys will be heading over to Dak right now to go A, pick up the agents, and then B, try and find Torty.
Okay, do we know anything about this planet at all?
It's the homeworld for the Mon Cala and the Corin, the Mon Calamari.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, so switching us over to the next page, we have the Sunflare and a Mystic hyperspace screen. Okay, so it is going to take quite a bit of time to get to Dak. Estimates around from Singram 3, that's our planet, right?
Yep.
Yeah, cue the Star Trek theme. Just going by the table in Fly Casual, I would estimate that's around like 6 days would be the hyperspace time. However, you guys can shorten that quite a bit with good astrogation rolls, so I will need somebody to roll me astrogation. It'll be hard just because of the mines that Mon Cala has put there, but you'll get a boost because the rebels are helping you out. And you also get 4 ranks in astrogation from your droid brain, so we really only need somebody with high intellect. Unless
And 3 upgrades on top of that, so that's probably Gristle with 4.
What's Juba's intellect?
Juba's not very book smart. Juba, street smart.
Oh, I'll take care of it then.
So yeah,
There
4
was-
then an upgrade.
4 ranks
So
and 3
there
upgrades.
was... Derek's got 1 yellow with 3 intellect.
Okay, yeah, the
We got-
droid brain will give 4 ranks, so that'll.
Yeah.
I think whoever has the highest intellect should roll.
I'll do it. It's just hard. Oh,
Uh-oh. All right, so
But a triumph. We get there quickly if we don't get, even if we do, well, we get wherever we got quickly.
let's see.
Mine sets off and sends us through a wormhole.
No, that would have been with threat or something like that. But failure with a triumph though. All right, I'm gonna say that unfortunately you. Man, I was not expecting that. Give me 1 second here. Because the triumph, well, I mean, this isn't really the great use of a triumph, but I'm wanting to say that the failure would have made you get there slower, but the triumph basically makes you break even. Is that fair?
I mean, I guess it's fine with me if that's what you want.
Unless anybody has another idea.
I don't know. Maybe.
Somehow a shorter hyperspace route.
Well, the problem is we failed.
Yeah.
Had we succeeded, that would be a really.
So maybe we get there slower, but by getting there slower, we catch something as we get there, like maybe a transmission or we run into someone at customs or something like that.
Let's.
I leave that idea, Ben.
I'm sorry. What was that again, Ben? You broke up a little bit.
Oh, we get there a little slower, but by getting there slower, we arrive and catch like a transmission or we meet someone at customs or something like that that might be helpful.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. Actually, yeah, I have something in mind. So.
That's
Okay.
actually pretty good.
So you guys make it there. It is a little slower. So we'll say it took you. Let's see. We'll say 6 days instead of 5, or 7 instead of 6. I don't remember what I said before. 1 extra day. And we're gonna go over to the screen. So you guys come out of hyperspace, and there is Dak. with the shipyards orbiting. Very beautiful planet. As you make your way down to the planet's surface, you guys are heading towards one of the floating cities. Most cities on deck are floating. There are some completely underwater, though. But as the Mon Calamari and Corin are both aquatic species, they kind of integrate water and above water everything together. So landing at one of these ports on the outside, it's pretty much, oh, you can actually see the Falcon in one of these, in one of the ports down here. But as you can see, there's like boat docks and spaceports and everything all mixed together. So you guys land, and you are immediately greeted by the Rebel Liaison. Hello, welcome to DAC. And it's a Mon Calamari. About middle-aged, you would guess, although it's hard to tell unless you're familiar with them.
Shorebacca will salute.
Thank you.
Yes,
Good to be back.
Not necessary. I'm just here to take you to the facility to introduce you to the technicians you'll be taking to Arta 1, the new base the rebels are starting.
That's fine. We also have another task we need to look into while we're here. I hope you don't mind waiting a while. Is this time sensitive for you?
Not at all. But perhaps maybe we should get the arrangements with the technicians first, and then you guys are free to do what you need.
Sounds good.
This had better not be a trap, Dara says under her breath.
You're welcome to check deception if you like. Or do you just want to roleplay that?
No, she just mutters it.
Okay, alright, no problem. Okay, so the liaison is... He seems... not that he's in a hurry, but just not distracted, I guess. Focused would be a good word. And he starts to lead you guys away to the facility. However, as you're getting off the ship and walking through the ports, let's see.
Giant crab.
No.
Dun, 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 dun.
This was a triumph, not a despair. Okay, yes. So you guys actually notice very large signs and warnings all around expressly outlawing the poaching of whalodons. If anybody wants to...
Whalodons. Those are those things we had to eat at the Black Sun dinner, right?
Yes, they were.
Oh, yes. Well, lucky for me, I didn't eat any.
So you guys are free to try and make...
Sivo's stomach rumbles as he looks at the sign.
knowledge checks to learn more about whalodons, or we can keep moving.
Ooh, like a xenology check?
A xenology would tell you about the whalodons themselves.
Okay, I'll do that.
Alright, it'll just be average difficulty.
Alright. Yeah, I actually
Okay.
invested in xenology.
There you go. Alright, so...
Should you have another green on that?
No, my insult's still 4. I've...
Oh, I guess, okay, the droid brain had 5 ranks, right?
Yeah, no, it had 4
4
ranks.
ranks, but
and
we had
then-
a free upgrade.
The upgrade
Yeah.
comes from the hyperspace compressor. The jack
Oh, yeah.
blurring the line, maybe?
Yeah, okay, I'm there.
Oh yeah, what was it? Those two stupid bounty hunters, they ate quite a lot and enjoyed themselves, didn't they, those stupid idiots?
Alright, so you guys know that whalodons are very large creatures that are completely underwater creatures. They swim. They're actually very similar. They're pretty much identical to what we know in real life as whales, like blue whales. But they are sentient, actually. And they've been... Nope, never mind. Yes, they sentient species that swims and... yeah. Okay, so you guys see the large warnings about the no poaching of the whalodons. And then you actually, this was going to make a perception check, but because of your triumph, we'll use it so that you avoid the roll. You guys, it's so Star Trek 4. You guys actually notice some authorities taking two people, like basically in binders, away, leaving what looks to be a submarine kind of sitting at a dock, and your guess would be that they probably are Whalodon poachers.
Are they humans?
No, they actually are both Aqualish.
Those weird spider people.
This is kind of a strange coincidence, but I think it's entirely possible that Tordy was caught hunting Whalodons.
I have to ask, what happens to, people who break this law?
That would be a knowledge outer rim check, because we are way out in the outer rim.
So the guy's not escorting us?
Oh, you're asking him specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so, I'm sorry. So yeah, he just kind of looks, he's like, oh, that. Yeah, now that we've retaken this world, we've cracked down on that a lot more than previous. They're going to be taken into custody and punished for their crimes. So jail time, basically.
Oh, okay, jail time. How long is this, a year or two?
Depends on the evidence, but yeah, that could be, or even longer. They are a sentient species after all. It's essentially murder.
Right, you're right, dead right. Okay. Where's the jail located at, by the way?
Yeah, so it's kind of off that way, and he points in a direction, basically indicating where it would be.
Just across the water. There's nothing to be seen.
Can I get on? Does this have like some kind of Wi-Fi or something like that I can get on and search where the jail is?
No, I mean he gives you sufficient information to tell you where it would be. Like you wouldn't need to look it up.
Yeah.
I just don't have.
Would it be possible that there's like a public arrest record for the planet? So if Tordy had been taken because of this law, we would be able to find that out just on public record.
You could certainly inquire with the proper authorities. But at this point, the liaison seems to be getting impatient, and he kind of rushes you along to the rebel facility.
I suppose, although Shrebeka keeps an eye on that sub he saw. Does it look like it's being towed away or anything?
Yeah, there's actually other authorities there getting ready to impound it.
Oh. There's a little Wookiee whine as he's just like, one someday. Someday.
Okay.
Sorry. Could we try to make a perception? No, not perception. Sorry. A charm check to see if our liaison could intervene to see if we can keep that sub for possible usage.
I mean, yeah, if you're asking him, his response would likely be that that's way out of his purview and not something he has the authority to do, unfortunately. Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to make a check for that.
Okay.
Why do we need a submarine anyway?
But just in case.
We don't need a submarine. We wouldn't be able to bring it with us anywhere.
You guys are just collecting. I don't know. All right. So unless there's more questions or more anything anybody else wants to do, we'll make our way to the facility. I actually don't have a page for this, so we're actually just going to be staring at the city as a whole for a little while.
So, are there any weapons restrictions? Should I not be bringing a missile tube with me?
Oh yeah. So thank you for reminding me. So the liaison actually, when you guys first got off the ship, he would have, assuming everybody's bringing their gear with them, his reaction would have been that you guys are very well armed for a mere picking up of technicians, and sort of ask if that was all necessary.
Yes, it is, because you never know what we're going to run into.
I mean, he's amenable to it. Like he's not going to stop you or anything. But yeah, it is rather surprising to him that the rebellion would send such well-armed people just to pick
Well,
up some technicians.
Not every world is as safe and secure from the Empire as Dak is nowadays. We don't always do business in such safe places.
Yeah, but since you guys are rebel agents and on a rebel mission, they're not going to stop you from bringing anything in.
2 missile tubes then. dual wielding missile tubes. Yeah.
Does Rebecca have 2?
No.
That would be interesting.
Could you just imagine the Java with a jetpack? That'd be funny.
All right, so you guys make your way to the facility, and you're greeted by, once you get in, there's three young Mon Calamari technicians that introduce themselves, and they seem eager to get off planet and to start assisting the rebellion. They just finished their training here.
Well, we'll be on our way soon. We have some other business to take care of before we leave, so we suggest you get everything around you might need.
Oh, okay. And is your ship at the spaceport? Can we board?
We'll wait on that. Hold tight here. We'll pick you up when we're about to leave. The walk isn't long.
Okay, all right, sure. We'll be ready when you are.
I don't know. They could be underlings. We could make them follow us.
Do we really want to make them follow us while we're doing all this business
They're
for
just
Borga?
technicians. They're useless.
We could carry equipment.
Hey, carry this missile tube for me.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Be my quick reload.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, maybe we should just, we'll tell them where the landing bay is, but not let them on the ship. So they can,
Okay.
like, get ready and load equipment and get that all
Yeah,
around.
That's fine. Sure. And there's other dock hands there that can help with that also, getting the stuff on board, at least the cargo. Okay, so yeah, you guys are all set up then with them, so all you have to do really is make sure you stop by before you leave to take them with you.
Like I said, we could like let them go wait in the hangar bay if they want
Okay.
to. So
Yeah,
they'll
sure.
just be there by the ship.
All right, thank you very much. We'll be ready when you are. And they sort of leave. Actually, the rebel liaison is going to go with them. So if you have any more questions for him, you'd probably want to ask now.
Did we get their? We got their comms and all that good stuff, right?
Oh, yep, yeah. You have contact information.
Were we pointed to where like the jail is or anything? Like
He
that?
did give you sufficient directions on how to get there. Yes.
Okay. Anything else we should ask? You guys think?
I mean, if we can ask in public record-wise first before we make the trip to the jail.
Does anybody have a get out of jail free card? Oh, sorry, that would be the missile tube, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sure. Becca just tapped the missile tube.
So
And,
real,
oh yeah, Zero can talk his way out of a lot of situations.
so real quick, who was? I mean, wasn't there another contact person besides this person that we were supposed to get a hold of, or no?
No. Borga was only able to point you to the city. He didn't have any specific contact information for who maybe Torty would have been talking to.
Twitty was framed, totally framed. Never hunt a whalodon himself.
I mean, we could ask around the local restaurant providers or the food delivery peoples.
Have you seen this? Oh wait, what's Torty again?
Duros.
Duros. Have you seen this Duros?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we
Okay.
should probably eliminate the jail before we do that, though, since we do have that suspicion.
True.
Okay, so you guys are heading over to the local authorities.
Yeah, or just whatever office would let us look through public records or whatever of
Yeah.
arrests.
Yeah, it would be the same places where those gentlemen were taken to. Actually.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys make your way over there, and it's obviously public lobby or whatever, and you're greeted by somebody at a desk. Hi, how may I help you?
Hi, we're looking. Wait, are your arrest records public? Would we be able to take a look?
Is there something in particular you're looking for?
Do you have a list of Whalodon poachers?
Well, Whalodon poaching that's a very serious crime. Sure, I can pull up a list of anybody who's been arrested for that recently. What is this for though? Do you guys have the authorization?
Freedom of information request. Come on.
I wasn't aware authorization was required. We're merely interested in seeing who may have been charged with such a horrible crime.
Well, you guys might want to head over to the bounty registry then if you're here to bounty hunt.
Well, we're more concerned with people who've been brought in.
Okay. Just a moment here.
That is a good tip, though. If this ends with us trying to hunting Torty's bounty, then we could get 3 paydays out of it.
Oh, we could, didn't we?
We just need to find a dead Duros.
Y'all sounding like Hawk now.
You guys think he's dead?
Juba is a bounty hunter.
No, well, I mean, to turn into a body.
Just make up a body that looks like him.
They all look the same.
Yeah. Okay, well, we probably need to paint him, but hey.
A little cosmetic surgery and some dyes, maybe. We could make him come or you look like a Duros.
Do we have a doctor on board?
Now the doctor does have a horror movie, though.
A plastic surgeon.
This is some Balkan kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Dr. Herbert West.
Okay, so yeah, she pulls up a list and turns a data pad your way to show you, but you don't see Torty's name on it.
Do we have, like, any idea of Torty's aliases that he commonly uses or anything like that?
We'll say sure, and they're not on the list either.
How long is the list?
Let's see.
Are there a lot of people, or just
It only goes back a few weeks, so there's I would say probably 10 names on there.
I mean, look, 10 days ago. It took us 7 days to get here, and about 2 or 3 days since he disappeared. So it's about 10 days.
Yeah, well, they're looking at that. Rebecca will go to the bounty board or wherever that is. Is that in the same place?
Yeah, it's like across the room, basically.
Okay.
Does it say anything other than names? Is there like a list of common races? Is there a common
Yeah,
species?
no, it's got name, species, and charge, and they're almost all Aqualish, actually. No, not all of them. There are some Moncals, Calamari, and Corans also on there, but it's pretty much a mix of just those. And then they're all charged with poaching. Or no, I'm sorry. Some of them are charged with selling Whalodon meat, and some of them have been charged with carrying Whalodon meat, like having it on them. And then including the 2 that were taken this morning, actually, like the timestamp on those, there's 2 of them from this morning.
Lots of Aqualish. Interesting.
Maybe we should see if we can get into the jail and see if any of these people have seen a Duros around.
That that might be difficult, but maybe we should probably look at this bounty stuff first. Just to be sure.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think street-wise, trying to find some Aqualish might be a better choice.
Yes.
Okay, so the bounty board actually has the public bounty board. It has anybody that's been known to be associated with Whalodon selling, and there's some other things too, but I assume that's the ones you guys are focusing on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do we see anything that pretty much says it's either Duros or Aqualish on the board that we know?
No, you don't see Torty up there, or anybody Duros, actually.
Do you see any Aqualish on there?
Yeah, a few in relation to Whalodon poaching.
Could we send all the information on the bounty board back to the ship and let the droid on board go through it? You know, with a fine-tooth comb. Just in case, you know, someone's put a holographic disguise on him.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Could we send the list back to the ship and get the droid brain to cipher through whether or not to see if, you know, the list has, I don't know, been tampered with and, I don't know.
I can just tell you, you know, it hasn't been tampered with or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
Pippa, that's not really a thing that Pippa does. Pippa is a piloting assistant, not like a data analysis droid.
Okay, that was an idea.
No, I mean, you do see there are several Aqualish on there for poaching, and then the Mon Calamari and Corin seem to be on there more for being sellers or dealers, I guess would be a good word for it.
Are any of these people still on planet waiting transport off?
You mean the ones that were arrested?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, actually, they will be staying on planet. They won't transfer them off because they're for local crimes. So, but yeah, the two from this morning are in custody now.
Good cop, bad Wookiee?
I got a quick question. So we're looking for Torty, and he's not on the bounty board, nor is he in jail. So do we know some of, like, you know, some of the things that he likes to do when he's relaxing? You know, does he drink, or does he, you know, what does he like?
All you really know is that Borga sent him here on a job, and that he was procuring food items previously for Borga.
Okay, but so we know nothing about Torty then, basically? Like a place that he would have visited when he would come here, was it all business? I mean, he would have done something pleasure, so.
He liked to gamble.
Well.
Alright, I guess I'll look up any of the gambling spots to see if we could find just a trace of him or someone who knows. Hopefully there's not that many of his species that are on this planet.
Duros, no, hardly any. They'd be outsiders. Although anybody here, Duros, would likely be working with the Rebel Alliance.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be one thing that Hack would be working on, trying to find any places where there might have been gambling, and also just searching to see if there are any Duros that are around and maybe their last location.
I say we should check in with some food distributors too.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a bounty list of people that are known sellers, it could be that we contacted them, so some streetwise to find them.
Yeah, we could try that.
Although we may not want to have an armored Wookiee with you as you're doing that.
Yeah, you could just hang out way back far away.
Well, couldn't we use Chewbacca as hired muscle? As if to say, you either talk to us or you talk to the Wookiee's rocket tubes.
I mean,
Yeah, but
that's
we need to
possible,
find.
but if they already have a bounty on their head, they're going to be probably ready to run. And doing, you know, going up to them with a big, huge Wookiee would probably tip them off and get them to run away. But I mean, we could essentially just go bounty hunting. I mean, we have, like, is Juba actually a licensed bounty hunter?
Yes, he is.
So we could just take one of the bounties and go look for one.
That works.
Okay, so is that what you guys are gonna do?
Sort of in the meantime. I mean, so we could do that. We could pick up one of the bounties and then look for that. But we could also, um, search one of the casinos for maybe like go in and see if we can find, the people who are gonna have this ring going on, this poaching ring. See if we can insert ourselves into it a little bit. And maybe see where Torty might have gone.
Juba's really out of place on this planet. But yes.
Well, the taller people can distract. Juba can go around and go into places that we can't, because who will notice a Jawa?
Well, I think his point is that everybody will because there aren't any others.
Especially a Jawa in limited armor, so it's a little goofy looking.
Ah.
No, I think this is a good idea. Well, we don't have to approach the sellers initially as like we're going to snatch. You could approach them like, oh, well, why don't we buy Whalodon meat, and then learn a little more.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a hut with us. Actually, they might even come to us, honestly, if Zevo just goes to a casino.
That also works for me as well.
So we should probably just start, we can probably or Juba can probably access the bounty list from almost anywhere. So we could probably just head down to a casino and then just kind of see what happens for a bit.
Yeah, and we could be his bodyguards. Make him look like an important hut.
It's your hut.
Okay.
That works.
So who's
There are
gonna?
two good angles to go on here. Either look for them or try to draw them to us. I think both have a lot of potential.
Who's gonna do what?
So I think what we should do here is, I think Zevo should go with Shorebecca as kind of like the bodyguard or whatever. I think Gristle will go in separately and just kind of hang out and just see what he can absorb. And then Juba can either be with you guys or also independently look through bounties, try to identify people. And then, so most of us will be sticking in that group with Zevo, as his posse, and then a couple of us will just kind of float and see what we can absorb on our own. But all in the same place, all in the same casino.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Did you say Juba was gonna go out on his own?
I was going to be near the group, but kind of...
Right, but I mean independently operating?
Yeah, just going through the bounty list, trying to match up people when they come, and
Okay.
talk through Comlink to keep it a little bit quieter.
So, I mean, a hut would usually have a major domo with him, but I don't know, Gristle seems to be the only one that can speak.
Yeah, he could do that. Well, Zevo can speak for himself.
Zevo's a practical hut.
Okay. Maybe he's too adolescent to have a major domo yet.
Right, yeah, he is kind of the major domo or something at this point. He's the,
okay.
the gopher.
Mm-hmm.
As much as huts ever go for things.
Okay, so we'll just say you're operating. I guess we don't want to lie too much, but
right, and Gristle was going to do a slightly different thing to So your plan was to go do some of the looking while we would do some of the baiting, right?
Yeah, just so we don't put all our eggs in one basket. So we still have kind of a neutral or a rogue element that we can kind of shift around if we need to.
That works.
Okay. So then I'm going to need Juba to make let's see here.
I was actually going to try and keep myself hidden slightly.
Okay, no, that's fine. But you're trying to look down. I'm assuming one of the dealer bounties.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is it?
Yeah. I'm trying to look at the bounty so I can relay information.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so that is going to be. I'll make that it'll just be an average streetwise check. With you've never been on this planet.
Yeah, obviously.
And you're not familiar with the underworld here, so there's going to be 2 setbacks on that.
Alrighty. Let me check out one thing.
I assume you have pretty good streetwise.
3.
3 yellow.
No, 1 yellow, 2 green.
1 yellow. I think that's all I have as well. Yeah, that's all I have as well.
Eh.
Okay, okay. So no, unfortunately, you're not able to find any anyone on the bounty list, but you do run into some other bounty hunters. Yeah, they're at a cantina very close to where you guys were, and you're pretty sure that they're also looking for Whalodon poachers. So before we go forward with that, you guys are hoping to be approached by somebody?
Yeah, we were gonna kind of hang out, gamble a bit, carouse, but hope that someone decides to.
Okay.
Okay, Hacker's gonna kind of be on his own then, because Hacker's gonna kind of go into the gambling and just show a picture of Torty.
Okay, so you're going to be looking for Torty specifically.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to go back to Zevo and his little, now smaller posse. And we are going to have them roll, let's see.
Sorry, who's with who at the moment?
I believe Dara, Shorebecca, and Gristle were going to be going with Zevo unless you wanted to do something else with them.
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right, let's... Well, I guess let me ask you, what kind of check do you think you would need to make to put yourself out there?
I think that's a charm, in my opinion. I'm trying to get people there.
Yeah, I mean, getting attention like that, like looking like an attractive
prospect.
Yeah.
Well, a hut with armed escorts. I think that's definitely impressive.
Yeah, so we're saying a charm?
Well, I haven't decided yet. I was just wondering what your guys' opinions were.
Either that or a coercion check.
Coercion's good. Cool as well, kind of just looking like we're actually there doing...
You know what? That's a great call. So I'm gonna have you roll cool. It's going to be daunting because it's Whalodon is so tensions are high about the Whalodon hunting. However, you are going to get you're going to get a boost because you're a hut.
So, daunting cool. Does anyone have ranks in cool?
Dara's got 2 ranks in cool.
Super cool. And a hut boost, but it's not going to be easy. You want to upgrade that once for us?
Ooh, there are a lot of dark side points up there. Yeah, why not?
Seems like
Be careful what you wish
has
for.
some elements of risk to it. Okay. Aha! I am kind of cool. A little cool. Not worth re-rolling cool.
All right.
Maybe Rebecca gets a little rowdy or something.
You're saying for the threat?
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, all threat on there. That's crazy. All right.
I don't know. Rebecca doesn't really have anything against Aqualish, but
I would also be happy to take just strain for it since...
Yeah. No, I think, well... No, let me think. Give me...
Like that isn't easy.
Give me a second to think. Let's see. I'm kind of morphing an encounter here, so...
Got it.
Let's see.
I mean, setbacks to any kind of dealings would matter work.
Yeah, no, I'm going to save the threat for later.
Cool.
So don't worry about that for right now.
Don't worry.
It means nothing. Pretend it's out there. But no, you guys are actually approached by a rather young-looking Quarren, and he just introduces himself, but doesn't actually mention anything specific as far as Whaledon meat.
How close is he getting to Zivo?
I assume you guys are some, like, where did you go? Casino-ish area, something seedy.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he'll actually.
So basically, we'll keep him like a couple of meters back away from Zivo, like the normal bodyguards would do.
Well, we can start with that, but Zivo would definitely wave him in close because we don't want to have a conversation about this at anything more than a inaudible whisper. This is dodgy stuff we're doing.
Right.
If you've ever been to a casino, they're not quiet places.
Yeah.
So
So-
I was thinking of your personal, so that he may not draw a weapon on you or something like that.
No, that's a fair point, for sure.
All right. Well, he'll approach, and he'll just ask if the Hutt is enjoying himself, and introduce himself.
Oh, so far I've won a couple credits, but I'm enjoying the ambiance. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, that's very good. Very good. Enjoying the food here?
I haven't had the opportunity to eat yet. I've been too busy trying to win money.
I see. Well, I know Hutts don't go very long without eating, and he just kind of smirks. Let's see.
Do you work for the catering company?
No, in a way. I know where some pretty good food is at.
Oh, yes? Tell me more.
Well, unfortunately, I can't speak about it here. But if you meet me out back, I think I can get what you're looking for.
Intriguing. I'll meet you there, but you must go alone.
That is not a problem. And he just sort of wanders away.
I guess Ziva will tell the other non-his groups about this interaction.
So Hack and Juba.
Yeah, I guess it was only them, yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to jump over to Hack now. So Hack, you're going around asking people specifically with a picture of Torty.
Yeah. Since
Okay.
there's not going to be that many of his species, and be like,
Yeah.
hey, you seen this guy?
Yeah. You know what? That's not even going to take a check. Somebody will mention that they saw him about a week ago, or a little longer, about 10 or 12 days. But they haven't seen him since.
Okay. Was he here? I mean, where did you see him at?
Oh yeah, no, he stopped by in here and gambled for a little bit, but that was it. I haven't seen any Duros since then. Actually, we don't see many here.
Okay. Just in case, is there like apartments or a hotel that people would have gone,
Well, I mean, yeah, there is a hotel here connected, but I can't say for sure if he was staying here or not.
Okay, so there's one main hotel here then?
Well, he's speaking of the one attached to the casino. There's various places to stay across the city.
Okay. I will go check that out then. See if we can find it, if he stayed here or anything like that.
Okay, sure. So you're gonna head to the front desk?
Yeah, I'll speak to his receptionist and ask him, saying, have you seen this guy? This guy was staying here, I believe. He may have been staying in this hotel.
Yeah, it's a young Mon Calamari woman. she looks over the picture and she's like, "No, I'm sorry, I don't remember seeing a Duro staying here."
Okay.
She's
Oh.
lying.
well, heck with no. Okay. Yeah, he will thank her. I mean, did she check?
What's that?
Did she check, or she just off of her memory? She just said no.
Well, I mean, she goes off of memory, but are you asking her to look through the system?
Yeah, he would say, I mean, I know your memory is good because there's not too many Doros here, but is there any way that you could, double check? It's very important that I do get in contact with him as soon as possible. No, I know it's only going to take you a couple of seconds to check.
Well, we usually don't go through our records for just anybody.
Well, I'm not, wanting to go through your records. I just wanted to see if he was here. I mean, I can wait out. I can wait. If I know that he's here, I can just wait for him when he comes back down to gamble. But if he's not here, I don't want to waste my time. Does that make sense?
Okay, sure. Yeah, she goes through. I'm assuming you would ask her to look back a week or two? Also.
Yeah, however long I need to ask it, yeah.
Okay, she looks through and she comes back. She's like, "No, I'm sorry, sir. We don't have that gentleman in our records of staying here."
All right. I'll tell her thank you. I'll also text everybody that he was here at whatever time and that he did not stay in the hotel. So.
Okay, I'm going to jump back over to Juba. So, Juba, you found 2 bounty hunters, and they are enjoying themselves at a cantina.
Okay.
What do you do with that?
Well, bounty hunters help each other out. So, if solicitate, I'm gonna go talk to him.
Okay. And what do you say?
Juba, see you, bounty hunters too. You hunting these men? I mean, these acquisitions?
They kind of look it over. No, we're not here doing anything on the public record.
No, Juba not Jar Jar. He goes, what brings you to this planet? Too much water. Not hot enough. Not dry enough.
It is a very wet place. But no, we're on a private bounty. Move along or whatever. They try and shoo you away.
It's like, me can help. Me friend.
Let's see.
Me
here.
really good at my job. Coercion.
No, they're not really feeling threatened right now. Let's see. No, we don't need any help. This is a private matter. Go have fun with the public bounties.
Me not interested in these public bounties. They don't pay enough.
Well, they pay less when you split it 3 ways.
True. Try to think. Me not Starfire. It's like, well, if you need no help, maybe you help me.
We don't have a lot of time, but what do you got?
You know any Doros?
No, I can't say I've seen any of those.
You sure? Well, these guys are useless then. Do you have any information? Well, do you have any information on any of these other bounties on the board?
You're asking them if they know about the bounties that you have?
Yeah.
No, yeah, they pretty much just say that they're here on their own private bounty, and that They didn't seem inclined to want to share the profits of it with you, so.
It doesn't matter. But I might keep an eye on them.
Okay.
Yeah, keep an eye out for their specific armor.
All right, that's fine. So I'm going to jump back over to Zero now, unless there's anything else you want to do.
Nah, I'll probably just relay that information that bounty hunters on here on a job that's pretty much supposed to pay big.
Okay.
World.
Okay, so we're going to jump back over to Zebo and his crew.
All right.
Are you guys going to head out back then?
Actually, I can track them, couldn't I?
That works for me. I was hoping to, meet up with this guy. See
Okay.
what we can learn.
All right, yeah, so you make your way out back, and he's there. He's alone, like you requested. And he goes, "Oh, all right, great, you made it, you found me. So are you looking for maybe Whalodon meat?"
That's some hot stuff. I didn't say anything about anything like that. How do I know I could trust you?
Oh, well, I was actually just trying to be nice and letting you know that anybody who buys Whalodon meat here seems to disappear.
Disappear to where?
I don't know. Couldn't really tell you.
Do you have? Can you have him? Can you have him make a deception check then?
You could roll your discipline versus his deception.
Well, but how my talents work, it upgrades him. So I think our general policy has been to have, if he's doing the action, he makes the check.
Okay. What's the talent?
Nobody's fool.
Nobody's fool.
So he would roll his deception against 5 reds and a purple.
All right, yeah, 1 second. Where's what I'm looking for? We'll just go that. Okay. Against what?
5 reds and a purple.
Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, he's totally not lying at all.
So people are actually disappearing, but he doesn't know where.
Oh, no, you're right, I'm sorry. Okay. No, yeah, he's not lying about the people disappearing. However, you can tell he gets a little nervous talking to you. That's going to be that despair. And he pretty much just gives it up that it's hush-hush because it's on deck, but he thinks Imperials are involved.
Interesting.
There's a growl from Shorebecca.
Yeah. That they all of the Whalodon selling right now is currently going to Imperials, and they don't take kindly to other people buying it.
Why would they care about whale meat? Especially of all things they could be doing on deck, why would it be the whale meat? This is strange.
Why they could be undermining people here, but this doesn't sound like that's right with us. Definitely not.
Do I know what species the bounty hunters were?
We'll say they were both human.
Humans.
But yeah, no. So it turns out that these Imperials have a setup with one of the main poaching ring, and they don't like competition.
Do you know who the gang is? Where they are? Who they are?
Yeah. So, man, this despair, he's really spilling his heart
Guts.
out. So he let's see. Let me check my notes on what this guy specifically knows. Scroll up. Yeah, so there is a gentleman by the name of Captain Dunwell that leads a group of poachers, and he has a contract set up with Imperials to sell specifically to them. And he disposes of anybody that works for him that tries to sell extra on the side.
Do we know if he's doing well?
You mean financially? Or
Yeah.
as far as this guy knows, he's doing very well.
Do you know where we can locate him?
This guy he's like, no, there's no way you can get to him.
Okay, Dara puts her hand on the holster of her blaster pistol.
Okay. Let's see. But yeah, no, he's gonna say that recently, Dunwell discovered one of his dealers was selling Whalodon meat on the side to other people, and he's been luring his customers back to DAC to turn them over to Imperial authorities.
To Imperial authorities?
Well, not on DAC, but once he gets them to DAC, he then takes them off planet and transfers them to Imperials.
Uh-oh.
Do you think he's got himself in over his head?
Captain Dunwell? No, not at all.
No, Dara's basically dropping back reference to the others, even though he's not picking up on it.
Oh, you mean, when you say he, you're talking about Torty?
Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously, if he's thinking about the other guy, then she's going to let it rest.
Right. No, I gotcha.
I think that is a distinct possibility. But do you know about anything that happens to these people who go missing? How are they caught? What happens to them?
Well, they're lured in to buy more of the meat, and they're taken to look at the sub where it's processed, and the center, the underwater headquarters where they process the meat, and they're held captive there until they're able to be moved off-world and transferred to Imperial authorities. Or so I've heard.
Do you know how often that is? Do they have a docking bay they use generally, or?
No, it's really difficult to get onto the processing center without the right people. Captain Dunwell is very paranoid.
So does he move them all off in groups? Is it a kind of a scheduled thing?
Nope. It's whenever he's able to.
Well, yeah, is it time to go investigate that impounded sub?
Absolutely. Obviously, Dara's going to keep an idea on that guy, so she can help turn him into the Moncal.
You want to turn this guy in that just gave up all the information?
Yep. Unless he is willing to cut a deal with us, because if he wants, we could use him as an informant.
No, actually, with that despair, he would be very amenable to anything you wanted to do with him because giving up that much information is not going to sit well with Captain Dunwell, and it will probably get back to him eventually.
Okay.
So if you guys have an offer for him, he's ready to listen.
Okay, Dara turns and says, "You now work for us."
Doing what?
And she'll let Zivo do the rest of the talking.
Zivo didn't really have a plan for a new employee here. But if you want to turn away from, this sort of food procurement, I do have a upcoming venture that's looking for employees, perhaps.
Sure, I'm going to need to get off planet as soon as possible.
Ziva will give him 50 credits for like a bus ticket, basically.
Okay.
And his comm information, and we'll tell him to calm him in a week or whatever when he's ready to talk about a job.
Okay, sure. And unless you have any more questions for him, he's ready to take off.
I'm out of questions, I think.
Anybody else?
Sorry about the others.
First of all, where did you learn all this?
Well, I mean, I've done some work for Captain Dunwell. I'm one of his dealers.
And so do you know where his operation is?
No, actually, I've never been there. I'm simply delivered the food, the meat.
Have you ever seen a Duros around here?
I haven't seen one, but I've heard rumor that they took one in a week ago or so.
To the base? Or?
That's where they would have taken him, yes.
Do you know if he's made a shipment of his prisoners off the planet since then?
I couldn't tell you. No, I do not know.
Good enough for me.
Also, one last thing I just remembered. The guy they caught selling all this stuff on the side, I'm pretty sure he's still on planet, and he's been on the run. They'd like to get him if they can.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, he describes a young Mon Calamari. Sorry, I didn't name him.
Mr. X.
Does he have a bounty on his head, or is this more of a private sort of thing?
I'm sure Captain Dunwell would pay very well to anybody who was able to bring him in.
But is he on the registry, or is this an off the books kind of job?
No, it would not be. It would not be public.
Well, I guess we'll forward the description of said Mon Calamari to Juba and tell him that's his new bounty.
All right, and with that, this guy, I think I said he was a Koran. He takes off, and he's very thankful for the extra credits. All right, let me jump back over to Hack. Are you guys going to relay that information to him as well?
Sure.
Yeah.
Seems like a reasonable thing to do.
Oop. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see here. With that information, I guess since we've kind of have the lead now, I will look for what's this, the Jawa?
Yeah, he's a Jawa. Juba the Jawa.
Yeah, I will find him.
Okay. Yeah, he probably wouldn't be hard to find, especially since you have his comm information. So we'll jump back over the two of you. So now that you know about this other bounty, is there anything you want to do? Thomas?
He may not be.
We can't hear you, Thomas, if you're talking.
Yeah, we can't hear you. It
You may
doesn't.
have your mic muted in addition to something else.
It doesn't say you're muted on my screen, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, well, you know, some mics have a mute on the actual mic
Yeah.
instead of just on the computer.
Uh-oh.
I think he's re-logging in to
Yeah.
try to fix it.
Okay. With that, why don't we take a quick break? If anybody needs to, I'm going to pause the recording, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Sound good?
Works for me.
Hello. Can you
Oh,
hear
we
me?
can hear you now, but I just called a break, so we're going to take 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it just for some reason cut out in Google Plus. Does that restart?
Yeah, it does that sometimes. Google Plus can be a little finicky.
Yeah.
No, I am really sorry about being late today. Normally I'm pretty good. Also, I did not get a wink of sleep last night.
Yeah, we were surprised it was you of all the people who were late, since you are. It wasn't, for Tommy, he was like, oh, it's 8 in the morning, and we were like, yeah, but none of the people who were the last to arrive are the West Coast people. It was all our East Coast and international.
Yeah, normally I'm pretty good, but what was it last night? Idiots kept me up till stupid o'clock. There were 6 people beating up a bin.
Sounds like a solid evening activity to me.
Yeah, what was it 5 guys and a girl? I think they were trying to impress her by taking out a stationary object.
Very tough sounding.
Absolutely, I don't think.
So what we've learned so far is that he's probably got captured trying to sell this meat. He's in some kind of.
Or he's probably been trying to investigate and got caught.
Yeah, it sounds like Imperials have him.
That's just great. And we know the warehouse he's in, correct?
We have an idea of where he might be being held, but it's like an Imperial
outposty type thing.
Bard.
Well, I mean, now that information about, that other bounty off the books, now that I know that, I'm going to track these bounty hunters as best as possible. Because they could probably lead us where we need to go.
Yep. I can help you if there's computer skills.
Yeah. And another thing is, whenever that happens, is maybe we can turn the bounty in instead to Captain, whomever.
And the Imperials as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys got all the information anyway, but I was totally expecting you to want to try and talk to those people that were taken in by the authorities. Somebody mentioned it, but then you guys never went with it, so I was just trying to find another
I
way to get that to you guys.
kind of had a feeling we wouldn't be allowed to talk to people as they're being arrested anyway.
Well, I mean, you do work for the Rebel Alliance, so...
Yeah, but they don't know that. The people who are taking them in shouldn't know that.
Well, this is a Rebel world.
Plausible deniability.
I need to buy it. Did I get that yet? The upgraded, improved plausible deniability? Yes, that is a great talent that I've never used.
Wait,
What's
what
it
is
do?
So you make a hard coercion check to convince one bystander for rank in plausible deniability to depart quietly. So you can kind of just like clear a room out.
Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along.
Yeah, I think I've got 3 ranks in plausible deniability too, and I bet a bunch of other cheap ones that I haven't bought yet because they didn't. Yeah, I've got a 5 XP plausible deniability to buy, a 10.
Does-
Yeah, I can get it to 5 with another 15 XP if I wanted.
Does intimidating work for other people when used?
So intimidating either downgrades checks that you're making. So
Okay.
if it was going to be 2 red and a purple, I could make it 3 purple.
Yeah, I know that. And I was just wondering if you can like use that skill out of turn, to help somebody out.
If you were doing skilled assistance, we would be able to say that you could, because skilled assistance we allow people to use talents with.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So once Brandon and Leslie are back, we'll get started again.
Oh, I've been here. I never left.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So, all right, I'm going to get ready to start the recording again. And go. Okay, welcome back from the break. So we were getting back with Juba the Jawa as he was relayed the information about the other bounty.
As Hack approaches me, and I'm keeping an eye on these bounty hunters, I kind of let everybody know, like, me know these guys hunting big bounty. Very secretive. Good pay. I wonder if this guy's it.
Seems very possible.
All right, and then at that moment, actually, another bounty hunter kind of runs in. This is like, I'm assuming, a cantina type area that was, actually, it is. I get to choose that. So another bounty hunter runs in, and they're like, hey, I found him. Come on, let's go. And they start to book it out of there.
Do you think they would notice us at all when are they kind of distracted?
Yeah, they're not paying attention to you at all.
Alright, I'm gonna take off kind of following them.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to follow them, and we're going to give our locations to everybody else where we're headed.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a little tough because you don't know exactly where you're going, but you guys do follow them. They make their way out of the cantina, and let's see.
And we're gonna let them know that we're chasing them. To pass that information along.
Okay, and do you guys? I'm assuming you guys don't want to be found.
Correct.
Okay, so you're both going to need to make stealth checks. Versus.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Do you have any ranks in the?
No, he's not a stuffy guy.
I can give you my agility if I need to.
You're both going to need to make it individually, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And it'll be against 3 reds, but you're going to get 2 boosts because they're really distracted.
Ooh, 5 agility.
All you gotta do is not fail too much.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh crap!
Ooh.
All right, so we'll say
Crash my bullet.
we'll say Hack's threat cancels out Juba's advantage on that.
A lot of successes for the group, though.
Yeah,
Kind
no,
of stumbles and I
so
pull him back.
you guys are good. They have no idea you're following them, and they sort of make their way through some back alleys, some twists and turns, and then they stop outside of a building. And the one that burst into the cantina is like, I'm pretty sure he's in there. He's in there, and they're about ready to go inside.
Is there another entrance that we can kind of get in there first?
You wouldn't be able to get in there first, but it is possible to find another entrance.
How far away were the rest of us when this started? Like, how long would it take us to get there?
I would say if it was structured time, it would take you guys around to get there.
You just want to just barge on in?
You should probably have backup if you're just wanting to barge in.
No time for backup.
I mean, Trebek can try to fly over as fast as he can, but
Okay. Do you feel what's your character's name?
Shoot first, ask questions later?
Jubal, do you feel comfortable going in, or are you kind of a wait and see kind of person?
Juba has no hesitations.
All right, let's go ahead and in, man. We'll be Batman and Robin.
Okay,
Bad Jawa and Robin?
so they go inside, and,
Jabba and Gank.
and you guys are going to follow them?
Yeah, I guess so.
If you're going to call yourself Batman, you got to do it properly.
Okay.
I am a gadgeteer.
I am the knight.
So I'm assuming you guys go through the same entrance they did, or were you going to look for another way in?
Well, if we see another entrance that's pretty quickly, I mean, we're not going to take, time.
No, it would take you some time to look.
What kind of building are we looking at? We're looking at a single building, or, I mean, is it a complex?
It looks like a small building with probably a shop on the bottom, but a way to, like, apartments or whatever above it.
I mean, yeah, my vote would be to, just to go in, because they don't know that we're behind them, so.
Right.
So I don't, like I said, I don't know what kind of business it is. You said it's a shop, so they don't know that we're behind them, and we could be coming in there to, purchase something or something like that.
No, this is my bounty. I'm claiming it before they can.
Well, we can always kill them, so.
All right, so you guys run in behind them, and you can actually hear them. They're up on the second level, looking for their bounty, and then yeah. So that's it. So you hear them upstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna also turn on my my arm. Let's see here. I have a scanner arm.
Okay.
And see if I can pinpoint where they are and who they are chasing. Because there's going to be 3 of them going in one direction and somebody else fleeing in the same direction. See if I can pinpoint where this person is at.
Okay. Yeah, so you find them. They're searching rooms upstairs based on your readings. And there's one other person holding still in a room at the end of the hallway. And they're quickly approaching him.
All right, I will pass that on to Juba and kind of lead the way towards getting up there as quickly as possible if that person is stationary, is not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so actually when you guys get to the top of the stairs, you hear one of them yell, "He's in here!" And they all three of them run into that room at the end of the hall.
Is that where he's stationary?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will definitely follow in.
Okay, so you walk in behind him.
Yep. And
Yeah, I would already have my Van blades already out.
yeah, my blaster rifle would definitely be at my side on sling.
Okay. Yeah. So they're going to be at short range of you guys, and they're right there. The one of them pulls out his gun. So actually, they all have their weapons out, and they all aim them at you as you walk in, and ask what you guys are doing here.
Juba came for his bounty. This is his bounty, not yours. Juba owns this acquisition. Nobody else.
Is Hack going to say anything?
No, not. I mean, he would just try to get closer.
Okay. Yeah.
People
No.
stay at range though.
Yeah. No. They're okay. So yeah, they're at short range, but they're not having any of it. So you guys are going to be rolling initiative, and then actually we'll have everybody roll initiative because I assume everybody's coming shortly behind.
Yeah, Gristle would have come pretty much immediately as soon as they heard that they found the guy. So.
Okay.
Vigilance or cool?
It'll be vigilance.
Here we go. That's under. Give me one sec. Let me know if anyone's using rapid reaction or.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If I can remember when my damn sheet's gone.
Just let me know how many ranks. I think Gunslinger only has one rank in it that I can think of.
Yeah, one rank.
Okay, so you're gonna remember to take your strain.
Yeah, let me bring your tokens over, actually. Let's see.
Nice, we broke so many ties.
Okay.
All right, greedy bounty hunter.
So how far away are the rest of us?
Yeah, we'll say that you guys are, let's see. It'll actually be it'll be one round to get to the building, and then another round to basically get inside and up to their floor.
Okay.
Is there a window that Tribeca can fly through?
Please say yes.
A window. I don't know. Is Destiny on your side?
Is there a wall that Tribeca can fly through?
If you flip a Destiny point, I'll say there's a window.
I like it.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Not rolling a force die, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Right.
All right, 1 second here. I actually didn't expect you guys to attack these guys, so I didn't have tokens ready for them. So give me just a moment. I should have figured, but.
Acquisitions, man.
Oh, you know what? No, I did have tokens, but I didn't put them on the sheet, did I? Oh, I did. Never mind. And I lied. They're not human. I'm sorry. So there's a Quarren, a Nautilin, and a Rhodian.
Who's got the biggest gun?
Either me or Chewbacca.
I think you meant of the bounty hunters, right?
Yes, probably. Okay, so yeah, you can see the Quarren and the Nautilin have pretty big weapons themselves. They're both have the same ones, and then the Rhodian doesn't have as big of a weapon. Give me 1 second here to get their strain and wound set up, because I did not do that. Okay, so who's going first?
I was going to go first, unless.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm sorry. I had a triumph, so the Nautilin will get a free maneuver. Give me 1 second to see.
And we see the bounty in here with them, right?
Yeah, he's kind of cowering back in the corner. I don't have a token for him.
Okay.
Let's see. No, he's going to take cover. So the Nautilin is behind cover. But they're at short range.
All right. So when the bounty hunter was talking, who was he talking to? Was he talking to?
What do you mean?
When he was having a conversation, which bounty hunter was he having a conversation with?
Who, Juba?
Yeah.
It was the Quarren and the Nautilin were together. And then the Rhodian is the one who ran in and said he found the bounty.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll get in close contact with the guy who can swim. Well, all of the Kit Fisco, whatever he is.
The Nautilin.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna run up to him. He's the one who took cover.
All right.
He will be engaged.
What would be his defenses?
I don't think he does. He's adversary 2. I'm sorry. Yeah, adversary 2, but no defenses.
All right. I already have my Van Blaze out. We moved once.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, he does have 1 defense. That's my fault. I'm sorry. 1 defense. Adversary 2, 1 defense. I got the profiles mixed up.
It's okay. I got 1 accurate. Alright. See what we can do.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, so that is 9, 10, 11 damage.
Okay, 11 damage. Any pierce or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay.
And whatever weapon he has, we're going to destroy that weapon with 3.
Let's see. Is that Sunder?
Yes.
Trigger to damage. Can Sunder damage or destroy it on 1 hit of it, or?
Yep. Every single level takes 1 advantage, and 3 levels and it's gone.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but still repairable if he survives, you know.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that'll get rid of his heavy blaster rifle that he was carrying.
Nice.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
That got rid of his heavy blaster rifle.
All right, excellent. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So I guess I will give him a setback. All right. And I got 2 more. And can I also give the octopus guy another setback?
The core in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say they both have a setback, sure.
Okay. So Hank kind of rushes the guy. He already has his fan blades out. He takes a quick slash and just sees that he has a heavy blaster and is like, no, we're not going to have none of that, and destroys that. So they're kind of like in shock and awe that he moves so quickly and just has destroyed their guns and gets setbacks. And I have a failure, so it's on you.
Yeah, the despair. Let's see.
There was an explosive in the gun.
Oh, I have an extra maneuver, so I will take strain to do defense.
Defensive stance? Okay.
Yeah.
That would be against melee, right?
Yeah, it only works against melee.
Okay.
Does it work against brawl as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was lowercase melee. Yeah.
Yeah, I meant like engaged range.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because sometimes they're weirdly specific about that, and other times it's do whatever you want.
It's hard to see the strain thing on the blue background.
Yeah. Let me see if I can take you guys to. We'll go back to the hyperspace page just for this encounter because it's all black. So let me copy everybody's token. Okay, it's very anime-ish. You're fighting in space.
And did you apply the wounds to the Nautilin?
I did, yes.
Oh.
Green bar.
It's not visible to us.
What's that?
It's not visible to us.
Oh, it's not? How do I change that?
It should be your second tab.
Yeah, you go to like the second tab and you make
Yeah,
bar
I
1 and
got
bar
it.
2 visible. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that better?
Thank you.
I did. He didn't take anything.
20 soak.
That would not be good.
Alright, I've got them all set up the same way now. Okay, so they'll show up when they take wounds. But it's an NPC turn, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... So you you destroyed his rifle.
Hack's weapon gets stuck.
I mean, you could
Oh,
damage
yeah,
the back one, which seems a little vindictive, or you could have him fall over.
No, I'm gonna give an upgrade to the next NPC to go, and it's gonna be. I'm sorry, he didn't. They're all at. We'll say they're still at short range of where Hack ran up to, unless Hack was trying to engage 2 of them. It's not a very huge room.
Nah, he would have been, to gauge the
Okay.
kit
All right.
pistol, the noggin.
The Nautilin, yeah. So the Quarren is going to stay at short range, and he's going to shoot at Hack.
Ooh, taking the up. Yeah.
It'll be upgraded.
But he also has an upgrade, so...
Yeah. So he is rolling...
Does he have a heavy blaster too?
Yes.
All right, so that's another purple dude.
Only
No, it's not because he's short.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's
You're right.
short.
Yeah, you're right.
So it'll just be 1 red, 1 purple, and then upgraded because you're engaged with
Yes.
Unless he wants to auto fire.
an ally. That's true. Then I could add a purple, but
He's gonna get a despair. Watch. Here we go.
no, he will not be auto firing.
The spirits will be protecting him.
As they always do.
All right.
No, when you don't.
He will aim once, and I wonder. That's an interesting question. Okay, yeah, we'll keep it at that. Sorry, I'm looking at a stat block here, and I was confused by something, but I figured it out. So, all right. Do you have any defenses, Hack?
No, only on
Only on the close combat?
Yep.
Okay, so rolling it. Okay. So,
That's the wrong one.
yeah, the wrong one is right. All right, so he has that'll be 14 damage. To Hack. And 14 Pierce 1, actually. And then, how do I want to use that advantage? That seems... Yeah, he's going to crit twice with that. So do you want to roll it?
No, you can roll it.
Okay. And then, let's see, it's plus 20, or plus 30 actually.
49 is Headringer. That's not very damaging for him. I'll copy it. Basically, intellect and cunning checks are increased difficulty by 1.
Aw.
Oh
Okay.
no, what if he has to hack something?
That was 49 plus 30, right?
Yeah, it was plus 30.
Okay, yep, that is correct.
Does Hacky have any durable?
No. I have heroic fortitude. I can spend a destiny, and they can ignore the check to the end of the encounter.
I think, yeah.
Isn't
That's only agility and brawn, though.
Yeah, critical energies on agility or bond. So he attacked me with agility. So
No, this is, but it's that affects. So this one affects cunning and intelligence. So that would protect you from, like agonizing wound or something like that.
oh, okay.
Even like crippled and maimed, actually, too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, but now it looks like it's another player turn.
Yep.
Jube is going to go ahead and attack the core, and
Okay.
I'm going to use auto fire, so I'm going to add a purple to that.
Yep.
Any defense.
Are you calling any other targets?
No, I'm just going to hit the core multiple
Just the
times.
core. Okay. Defense on him, it's 1 range defense.
What's
Alright.
any adversary?
Oh, I'm sorry, and 2 ranks of adversary. Thank you.
Okay, so it's going to be actually 2 reds total.
Ooh. Do you have Banthas Eye or anything?
Well, I think I run out of ammo or something like that. Hope not.
But do you have any way to add advantage to that?
Oh, let me look at my stuff. No.
Yeah. Banthas is always a good choice, and it's pretty cheap. It's only like 500.
Okay, so
But yeah, but auto fire still triggers.
Yeah. At least so you get 2 hits at least.
Yeah,
how much-
and
so-
that's gonna be 18 damage, pierce 1 twice.
how much?
18 damage, pierce 1. Oh, it's gonna be 18 damage, pierce 1 the first time, and then deadly. No, how many times is deadly actually hit?
It's just 1 attack
Just
or
the
1
first
hit.
attack.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah. Blah blah blah. So 18 pierce 1, and 16 pierce 1. And then that last advantage I'll just pass as a boost.
Okay, hold on. So it was 18 Pierce 1, and then 13.
Or if you just want to make it easy, or 18 Pierce 1 with a crit.
Oh, you're just gonna do a crit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. I'm ready. All right. Any pluses or durables or lethal blows or anything, or vicious?
No, not yet.
80.
No, yeah, no minuses on that. So.
Okay. Winded. He can't voluntarily take strain.
No strain. Okay.
Oh, damn
and
it.
then that
I should've
despair, you're gonna run out of ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about reload on them.
Okay,
Alright.
NPC
Yes!
turns.
2 of your turns.
2 NPC turns, both of them. Alright, so the Rhodian is going to shoot back at Juba with his heavy blaster pistol.
Can we add a setback to the Rodian? Because the other guy was supposed to get a setback.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Thank you.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
That's my fault.
You possibly could have missed. Man.
And I have a defense and range defense.
Of 1?
1.
Okay. And then... let's see. I think that's it. All right, here we go.
Oh, and I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade it.
Okay, so you're upgrading the difficulty with the light
Yep.
side point. Okay, yeah. Actually, I'll upgrade his side as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna hit for 10 damage.
Alright.
Poor little Jawas.
Any Pierce?
No, nothing like that. So he's gonna pass. He's gonna pass a boost to the Nautilin with that 2 advantage, and then the Nautilin will. He's gonna pull out his. Okay, he's gonna back up. No, I can't do that. I said it's a pretty small room. Okay, yeah, no, he's gonna stay there. He's gonna pull out a knife and take a swing at Hack.
Excellent.
Yeah, one thing. Never bring a knife to a gunfight.
Well,
To be fair,
Well, he
Hack
did.
was in the midst of a knife fight, so.
He brought a gun, but something happened to it.
Hack attack. He doesn't only hack computers now. Alright, so of course there's going to be 2 reds because of his defense, and 1 and 2 setbacks.
1 for the one you gave him, and 1 for the defensive stance.
1 for the one I gave him, 1 because the Van Blades have it. The defensive
Okay.
stance gets upgrades his check twice.
Okay, so it'll be 3 setbacks then, because you took a defensive stance.
He's defensive stance, not guarded stance. Guarded stance is the setback, it's just the maneuver. Defensive stance is the talent that upgrades.
Oh, I got you. Okay. I got
It
you.
should be 2 reds and 2 setbacks.
Yeah, I got you. I was thinking defensive stance was guarded stance. Okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of people call it
Yeah.
both ways.
Okay. So, and I upgraded myself. Wah wah. Oh, hold on. I didn't roll his boost that he got from the other player.
Oh no.
Okay, so with those 3 advantage, also he didn't aim, but oh well, I didn't say that.
He had to use his maneuver to take out a knife.
Yeah, he could still strain.
Spoilers.
Okay, with that 3 advantage, he will pass a boost to the next NPC and then pass one to the Rhodian. And then it is the rest of you, right?
Yeah. So Zivo will take a maneuver to move to like the door because you can only take one moving maneuver a turn, thanks to Ponderous. And he will flick on his collar amp, turn it up, and Scathing Tirade.
Okay. How far can you do Scathing Tirade?
The collar amp makes noise out to extreme.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're fine. I'm actually, it was going to be 2 maneuvers to get to the building, so you'll still be a little ways out, but
Okay.
you're close enough that you can.
One inside.
What's that?
I thought it was one like to the door and then one to go through the door.
Oh no, when I said 1 round, I meant like 2 maneuvers.
So then I'll go half of the way.
Yeah, no, you're good. But it's still close enough that you could do Scathing Tirade. So
Excellent.
through the window that I'm sure Shobek is about to fly through.
Yeah, we can say that Shorbeck is bursting through as the sound is coming in.
Well, that doesn't generally happen. I don't really think I want to. Let's see. I have to have something else good here. Yeah, I will do it again as a maneuver.
Okay.
Suffer 3 strain.
Don't you only get 1 maneuver though?
No, I can only move with 1 maneuver.
Okay, gotcha.
I get my normal ability to use
Yep.
as I see fit. So that is the Rhodian. Takes 2 strain and will have a setback for 2 rounds.
Okay. 2 strain?
2 strain, yep. 1 for the success, 1 for the advantage.
And he has a setback for 2 rounds?
Yep.
Okay.
Next.
So piloting check to fly in?
I'd say it'd be average with 2 setback because you're trying to aim through the window.
Okay. What damn.
Wow.
Okay, so Rebecca I assume Rebecca's like flying in on the other side of them basically, right? Or would it be more over here?
I thought it'd be from the side.
Okay.
Yeah, I had it coming in. Actually, you guys are technically on the other side of them, so you'd be coming in near where the Rhodian's at. I have the Rhodian closest to the window in my head.
Okay, that's fine. Let me move over. Oh, is that the edge of the page?
Oh, it probably is. Hold on, I can move everybody.
I can just imagine the Wookiee puts his arms through the wall and grabs him and pulls him out.
Oh god. Yeah, it's a pretty dramatic, fly in, roar, and well, if any of them actually know Shriwook, it would be surrender now. Your lives aren't worth this bounty. I guess otherwise I'll take that triumph as an upgrade to my actual combat check.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Still being. I'm gonna move myself even over a little bit more. So I'll be. Wow, I zoomed in. Okay, I will be going for the Rhodian and the Quarren because those are the 2 right next to me.
Yep.
So does one of them have better defenses than the other?
Yeah. So the Quarren has adversary 2 and 1 defense, melee or ranged.
Okay, so I've got accurate. And it takes the strain to true aim. So I get another boost. So auto firing would be 2 red, and that's setback. Anything else you'd like to do?
I will upgrade your difficulty.
Okay. So that'll add a purple. And yes. Let's see what happens. Interesting. Okay. So let's heavy. No, this is Calchi, my heavy blaster rifle. So 13. That'll be 15.
To the Rhodian?
Yeah, I'll do 2 shots on the Rhodian and then a shot on the Quarren. So all of those will be 15 Pierce 1.
Okay, so he goes, let's see, 15 Pierce 1, so it'd be... Okay, so that was after 1 hit. And then it's, all the hits are 15 Pierce 1?
Yes, all of them. I don't
Okay.
have deadly accuracy. It's not
Okay,
in it.
yeah.
Interesting, it's not in any of my trees.
So that would be...
Not that I particularly need it.
Says the Wookiee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, he's dead.
And then 1 on the Quarren?
And then 1 on the Quarren, yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so they're both down.
I have 2 more advantage that don't appear due to Banthas and my retinal tracker that Zevo bought for me.
Woohoo!
And so I'll recover the strain.
Okay.
I'm Despairy bits. I want to resolve that. Otherwise, I'm just going to use the triumph to say the Nautilin understands some Shriwook and understands what I said when I surrender or you're dead.
Okay, yeah, so that Despair, your weapon will also be out of ammo. Too
Yep.
much auto-firing from you guys.
Yep.
Let's see.
I mean, Shorbeck is a walking arsenal anyways, so...
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, we'll see how the Nautilin responds, and it'll be Dara and Gristle.
So with 2 maneuvers, can we make it into the room?
No, you can get to the building.
Oh, okay.
It would be 2 to get to the building, another 2 to run up there.
Okay.
Is there a way to
Building.
set up opposite the room?
What do you mean?
As in a different building?
That would take longer, actually, and I think this combat's almost over.
Yeah, they're just...
It's a good call, but I just don't think it'll get you anywhere.
Yeah, I should just head on over as well.
Okay, so you guys move up, running past Zevo as he's shouting through the window. I'm just imagining him slithering along like Jabba outside the Millennium Falcon in A New Hope and yelling.
Yeah, as Han steps on him, yeah.
More or less like that, I think, is a fair way to think about it. Yeah.
Okay, so
I think you need to get some power armor.
it goes back to the top of the order, so a PC can go.
I'll go ahead and take it. I have an extra reload, so...
Wait.
I'd rather take it because you're going to shoot
fine.
me.
Yeah, he's engaged, so...
yeah.
The adventure is called Friendly Fire, but we don't want to...
He does also just have a knife.
I forgot you were engaged.
How about if I use my 2 maneuvers to get in there and Gristle can try to get him to stop? And then maybe we can use him to get us to where we need to go.
Okay.
Alright, so
Okay.
Gristle's gotta run all the way up as fast as he can, get inside. He'll like stop at the door, straighten his coat, and like walk in like he's been walking the whole way.
So Shrebecca has just, finished roaring and shooting up all the people.
Heck is about to cut his knife up into half until Gristle walks in.
Gristle holds his hand up. Hold on a second. My friend, I think you might want to rethink what you're doing here. It might be in your best interest to just hand over the Mon Calamari and forget about this. I can help your friends over there, and we can forget about any of this ever happened.
Okay, so let's see. Are we charm? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can my Triumph lend him an upgrade mechanically?
Or
Or did you have
Sure.
another idea for it? I
no,
don't.
well, you said it was so that he could understand what you were saying.
Yeah,
I
I just wanted it to have some effect on.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll say it upgrades Gristle, but the defense against that will be,
Charm is cool.
yeah. So it'll be 2 reds and a purple.
Okie doke. I'll downgrade that once. Not gonna bother flipping for it, I don't think.
Despair. Oh, I looked at Brandon's roll and thought you rolled it already.
No. Alright. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, so it's going to NPC turns, right?
If that was both the last turn and the first turn to get all the way, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, he totally looks around. He looks at his weapon in pieces on the floor, and he is going to, let's see. What's Rebecca's athletics?
It's going to be okay. Let me make sure I get this right. Would it be athletics or maybe my piloting as well?
No, I just want your athletics.
Okay, I think they're pretty good actually. I think it's the same. Yeah, it would be. I've got 3 yellow and a 2 green for athletics.
3 yellow and 2 green.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is he gonna try to dive past me or something?
Yeah, he's gonna try and run past you and jump out that window.
Down below where we have people waiting. Well, I guess.
Right in the arms of Zivo.
He's pretty confident he can outrun a hut. So.
And that is where he fails.
He doesn't know Dara's down there. Okay, so
Who gets a Geonation blast rifle? We've mods ready.
okay, so here he goes. He's going to upgrade, and he completely washes. So he makes it to about here and just runs right into your arms.
Hey, buddy.
Come to me.
But no, yeah, he's not going anywhere. But he's done fighting. So
Yeah. Rebecca just like pushes him back to the ground and be like, "Come on," and then like does a little points out to his jetpack as well. How do you know? I got in here. Like you wouldn't be able to run past me.
Basically, you just clotheslined him.
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, good job.
Now we can get
Go,
information out.
He's gonna go stabilize these two guys.
Hack is going to go to in the corner where the other guy's hiding at.
Yeah, the Mon Calamari will be like, he's just over in the corner somewhere.
It's just
And
a
I would like
bubble.
to play in teeny to like scavenging parts from that destroyed rifle if I could.
Oh yeah, everything's unusable. It's
Okay.
not good at all. Yeah, he just chopped it up. He sliced it and diced it.
Yeah, I guess Rebecca in the meantime will just disarm him of the knife and anything else he has on him.
4 stun grenades.
Oh.
Oh. What about the other guys? Well, that's all together, huh?
Yeah, I mean you can be searching them as Gristle's like helping them stabilize, so I'm not sure how stable the Rhodian's gonna be.
Yeah, he's pretty close. So Gristle, were you actually gonna roll medicine on them?
If I have to, sure. I mean, he's gonna make sure they won't die.
Yeah, go ahead. So you can do each one. They're both over their threshold.
Okay. Just like roll like a usual. Okay. I'll bust out his kit.
This
They're
is
just
on the
bounty
corn.
hunters. He won't. Yeah, on the corn first. He won't master doctor it. They're just bounty hunters. That's 5 wounds.
5 wounds. Okay.
Ooh, surgeon.
So it's hard to see, but that does bring him back up.
Okay.
You're gonna need more than 5 for the Rhodian though.
Yeah, we'll see. I guess he'll actually master doctor this one. Screw it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
okay.
It's 5
You-
again,
you-
but he has a triumph. So
You can heal the crit that he took
Yeah.
whenever he fell.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
Not
didn't roll a crit
that
for him.
off.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna roll
I
a
mean-
crit for him.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, see what it is.
The
He banged his
splinter.
head as he fell down.
Okay. Yeah, he's still 4 over his threshold actually. So.
You should probably get him to a hospital.
He'll make it. Just you might want to leave.
Yeah. So the Corin's gonna pick him up and take off.
Well, not yet.
Wait a second here. Hold on.
Well,
Yeah, we're still gonna talk to them
I'm
first
getting him to a hospital. You have my friend.
about that.
If you're willing to leave him behind.
Yeah, no, they'll leave the Nautilin, but he wants to get the Rhodian to a hospital.
Okay, go ahead.
So do we want to? I don't know. Are we certain that the Nautilin's the leader, or I don't know, bounty hunters? Do they usually have leaders?
Yeah, but I don't think we should let any of them go until we get our information. Quicker they give us their information, the quicker they can leave.
Well, that's up to you guys. Crystal was okay with letting him go, but if you guys want to stop him, you can.
Yeah, I don't really want to risk missing something because we had a lapse in concentration.
Okay. All right, that's fine. So they'll wait impatiently while their friend bleeds.
Impatiently. The fact that we're letting you guys live. Come on.
It's the nature of the business. Gristle, Hack will kind of show you his wounds. He got hit by a blaster. Kind of hurts.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah. I think in the meantime, Dara and Zevo can slither up. Well,
Yeah, they make their way up for sure by now.
And let me.
6 wounds, and if you had a crit, you can take that off.
Yes, cool. Any strain?
4 straight.
Oh, 6 wounds.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Dara says to Crystal, "You're going to charge him this time."
I don't charge any of you. You're all lucky.
Okay, so who's asking questions to who?
Zevo will start asking. And I guess he'll start with. So who are you looking for?
They just point to the Mon Calamari cowering in the corner.
So
I guess
you.
he's not really cowering, but he's hidden because he looks unarmed.
Is there a puddle where he's sat?
No.
Okay, cool. Dara will help him up.
I was gonna say I was gonna have Juba like pick him up roughly, and only part of the way because he's little.
Yeah, Juba's going to pick him up by the collar, just lift him up a couple of inches off the ground.
So I guess the next question would be who sent you to look for him?
Oh, you're asking the bounty hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be Captain Dunwell wants him.
And that was the Imperial?
No, that was the leader of the poaching ring.
Oh, the poaching ring. Okay.
How much he wants for him?
I mean, what we want to do is just pose as the bounty hunters to capture him now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But we gotta get rid of these guys before that happens. Don't say that to him.
Yeah, I mean, you can say something about we are a more effective team for Captain Dunwell. We'll be taking this bounty.
Good
Yeah.
luck. He hires everybody personally.
Juba knows it's a private bounty, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna.
Well, how about this? How about we let you take this one in, if you can get us to Mr. Dunwell's base?
And then actually the Quarren that the Mon Calamari that the bounty hunters are after is going to speak up. He's like, I know how to get in.
Oh, okay then. Well,
Even better. Wait, no. I want the credit. Oh, I'm not gonna say anything.
we're getting paid for this anyway. But...
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the bounty hunters they just kind of scoffed that they're like, yeah, we're not helping you.
Should we just put him back to sleep or something? The long sleep.
A long kiss goodnight.
Do we have any other things we want to know?
Do you know where Dunwell ships off his prisoners from?
You're asking the bounty hunters?
Yeah.
Nope.
He's lying.
Well, if we want to check if he's lying, he can roll his deception.
Can Dara say, you remember that truth serum that we brought with us? We could give that a try.
Did you guys?
Zero is truth serum.
Do you want me to roll it?
Yes.
Okay, we'll assume Zevo's in the room now. By the way, he's still.
Yeah, he came up the stairs.
Yeah.
5 purple. Sorry, 5 red and a purple.
Okay. So.
And I have a lot. Did you use all that dark? Wow. We'll make it 6 red for fun.
All right. Well, you'll see in a second. So. Yeah, no, he's not lying at all. They have no idea.
All right. He also talent time. Talent time. Where is that? So he will take 4 strain.
Who will the Nautilin?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Twisted Words.
Okay. Okay, but yeah, so he no, he has no idea. He will say that they're just supposed to bring the bounty to a specific spot with a certain contact, but it's all like personal, like they know who to look for and everything. So anybody out of place and the deal's off.
Well,
That's
it
all they
sounds
know.
like we don't have any business with you anymore. I mean, I don't think there's anything else we can get out of them. I think we should just probably destroy or take their comm links and leave them. I mean, if this guy knows where we're going, then we can probably get there before they can get word in anyway. So.
Probably some binders, maybe, if anybody has any.
You're the bounty hunter.
Oh, I don't have any, though. I forgot.
Dara turns to Shabaka and mentions dangling out the window by his feet might help.
To do what?
Get a bit more information out of him.
We really haven't had any problems getting information. We just haven't asked any questions in a minute or two.
Okay. Who is your contact?
Captain.
No, it's an Aqualist that works for Captain Dunwell.
Does he have a name?
No.
Don't make me coerce you.
They give a name, but as a GM, I did not come up with a name. So.
Got it.
Okay.
But then they repeat again that like they're only expecting those guys, so anybody else showing up is gonna cause problems.
Yeah. Well, you're not gonna have much business here anyways from now on, so might as well get off planet. Rebecca adds as a suggestion.
On our way now.
Does anyone have a holographic disguise?
No.
So they're hyperspacing away, as you can see.
They GTF'd over. Well, I guess the Rhodian's dead, probably by now.
No, they're taking him to get help.
Oh.
He'll be okay. I think he'll make it. He's feeling better.
Maybe.
No ill will. We let them all live.
Okay, yeah, so they take off, and then you guys are left with the young Mon Calamari.
Right.
So this base.
You can get us there?
Why does he want it in the first place?
He tried to sell some well-done meat on the side, right?
Yeah, so he was selling to non-Imperials, which is like against what the deal Captain Dunwell set up. So he'll just explain it now. And then since Captain Dunwell had this deal with the Imperials, they put pressure on him to get rid of anybody who was selling to other people. Plus, he was kind of doing it secretly without Dunwell knowing. And Dunwell's super paranoid of getting caught and doesn't want anything happening without him knowing about it.
Well then.
So do you know any Duros?
Well, yeah, I used to sell to one.
No.
How long ago?
I hadn't seen him in a while, actually.
What is his name?
No, yeah, it's Torty. So
Okay. Was it Torty?
yeah.
Okay.
I was
damn
just
it,
about to
Cody.
say, get Hank to show the picture.
We have reason to believe he's been captured by Dunwell. Don't know
Oh.
if he's been transported away yet, but that's
probably.
I
what
accidentally
we're trying to
messed
prevent.
up. Pressed wrong.
What happened?
I removed the Destiny by accident.
Oh, was it light? We'll say
Yeah.
it was light.
It'll start moving
Yeah, it
lights.
always takes off the end.
Okay, well, if you guys need to check on that, the only way to get in there that I know of is to get caught with the Whalodons.
What if we can find a submarine?
Well, I don't know where it's located, and he's very secretive. It'd be very hard to find. But if you guys were to swim with the Whalodons, you could get taken up into one of his hunting subs.
Juba don't swim.
Is that the only way?
It's the only way I know.
Do you know anyone smarter than you who might know him?
Dangle him out the window.
Rebecca starts looking at his jetpack manual to see if it works underwater.
No, Captain Dunwell, he's very paranoid. He doesn't let anybody in. Only very few know where it's located.
Do you know anything about where he launches his ship from to take his prisoners away?
No, it's possible he goes out of another city or spaceport.
Well, it's not much of a rescue operation if we all just get caught.
And we'll be hiding with Whalodons, I guess.
Well, there's those guys who got arrested earlier. We could always check their sub out.
But that doesn't help us because we don't know where it is.
Let's go ahead and bring this little Mon Calamari with us. He can teach us how to swim.
Well, yeah, no, he'll show you
could
where.
ask if he knows where to buy rebreathers because precisely, none of us can breathe underwater.
I have a rebreather.
Yeah, Rebecca has one too.
Okay, well, the rest of us would love to be able to breathe underwater. Oh, is my armor vacuum sealed? Did I do that? That would be smart. I think that only lasts 10 minutes though.
Yeah, we're breathing underwater for a little bit.
He kind of does look at the hut a little bit, and he's like, if you're worried about swimming, you might be able to tail the hunting sub once it pulls the Whalodons in.
So wait, instead of getting pulled in the sub, I would chase it? That sounds like a terrible idea.
Well, he kind of explains that some of you could chase it in another sub, but you would probably need at least one person inside to commandeer it. Yeah.
I understand now. I imagined him suggesting that we swim after it, which seemed...
Oh no! He meant tail it with another submarine.
That's a much better suggestion, because I would have called him an idiot again, probably.
But he
Would
does.
it be easy just to dangle him out the window?
He does say that you would want to commandeer the hunting sub though, because they're very paranoid about being followed.
Okay, where are the fishing locations?
I can take you, but we'll have to get a submarine.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think we know of one. Okay, can Dara step outside and contact the Moncal who brought us in?
I'm the what?
The Mon Calamari who was showing us around to the tech lab.
We should probably have Shorebecca involved too, because he is the highest-ranking member in the rebellion amongst us.
I mean, are you going to ask them for a sub, or what's the plan there?
Well, ask them to ask whoever for a sub.
So we just really want the rebellion to provide a sub then?
Well, they had the one
I mean, it
Well,
was the planetary authorities, but I'm sure the rebellion could intercede.
yeah.
That was impounded at the very beginning.
Yeah, well, didn't we ask about that and it was said that that person didn't have a way to do anything about that?
The liaison did say that, actually.
Well, we could go and just try to charm them out of it. Or buy
Yeah.
it. We'll try
Oh,
to
it was really
buy it.
our sub that was stolen.
Oh,
Yes. They
There's-
stole us. They stole my sub.
Or, yeah, we got a lot of solutions, potentially.
We could also just take it. Rebecca can drive it. It's planetary, right?
I could do it.
Yeah, so can I.
At that, the Mon Calamari speaks up, and he's just kind of like, I mean, we could just rent one.
Yeah, right.
Why would we rent one? That costs money.
Why? Yes. Why rent one when we can acquire one?
It's all about
Well,
the
better yet.
acquisition.
Or better yet, you can acquire it.
Because it draws less attention, point Zevo out.
We'll just take it out of the funds we acquire for this mission.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Renting a submarine will cost 200,000. I'm just kidding.
oh gosh.
Jeez.
You can buy a
Can we
ship
just
for that
steal
and then
one?
crash it in the ocean.
Hello, Ken.
All right. So what are you guys gonna go with?
I mean, we could go with the perfectly legal option.
Ziva votes rent. It's the most inauspicious approach.
It's paper trails, though.
Yeah, Rebecca says that we can still throw our rebellion raid around and perhaps get a good deal.
Ooh.
People here know how to get a good deal in general, though, he says, just looking at Zevo.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So if that's the way you guys are going, are we agreed?
Yeah, I think so. It's the
Yeah, it would be a little bit of an ordeal to do anything else.
Okay, so it'll be your choice of negotiation or streetwise to try and find a sub rental with a boost from the Mon Calamari.
All right. What's the difficulty?
Oh yeah, that would be good, huh? We'll say it is just average. This isn't very difficult.
I take it back. Okay.
Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, Leslie, he's coming with you. Okay, so you find a sub for rental with an able captain if you need it. It'll be 1,000 per person.
That's not how rentals work. Come on, people. I want to negotiate with them.
You
All
get
right.
us
No
free.
captain. No
That's
captain.
expensive.
And 2,000 credits flat.
Okay. That's not how rentals work.
Who rents a vehicle per person? Not this hut.
If you've booked a cruise ship before, they always do per person, even if it's a one bed room.
Yeah, but you're not renting the vehicle.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not on a cruise ship.
No, because what was it? Zevo would probably want to rent the bedroom.
Okay, so that will be against two reds and a purple.
So Rebecca will flash his rank as an unskilled boost.
Okay.
And can I use the advantage in the last roll to give myself a boost?
Sure.
2 reds and a purple. I can't downgrade that because it's negotiation. Got it.
Okay. So he kind of looks over the group. So it was originally going to be what, like 7K because of the Mon Calamari.
Mhm.
Yeah, but we also weren't going to take the captain, and I figured that rate included the captain.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yes, for the rebellion, and Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. That was the rate if I marked everybody as a pilot. So
Some shady stuff going on here.
What do you think we are, pirates?
So yes, we'll 2,500, okay?
I suppose so. Now you master merchant here to buy it for
I'm
25.
not going to be happy about it.
What's that? What was
Now
that,
you
James?
master merchant to buy it for 25% less. We'll call
Sure.
it 2,000. We'll do 20% and just call it 2,000.
Okay, sure.
Cool. I think I have to take a strain for that, but I'm willing to do so to save us 500 credits. That should return me strain. Saving money.
So you're stressing your resources.
2 strain. 2 strain.
Okay, so let me move you guys over. So you guys have acquired the submarine.
How come Dara's strain just went back up?
That is Zevo's. Yours is above you.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
you guys.
sorry.
If you guys didn't, you could have rolled cooler discipline after the combat to try and recover some of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did it 0. Have I done strain for anything else?
Oh, yeah. Almost
You
ready.
might find after combat.
Eric,
Who did I forget? Hawk or Hack? Oh, you guys aren't on that page yet, anyway. But
the guy that is our prisoner, does he have a data pad or anything like that?
no, he doesn't have anything on him. He's on the run. He's actually trying to get off planet. But these bounty hunters intercepted him before he was able to secure that.
All right. Do we know how much he's worth?
The bounty, it was pretty high, probably like 20,000. But as the other bounty hunters indicated, it's all like personal deals. So like anybody that wasn't personally hired by Dunwell isn't going to be able to claim it.
I
Okay,
could
so
say
how-
on the hush hush, we could trade them for the Duros, just to the group. If it comes down to it.
I think we need to take this ring down.
Yeah, Rebecca's like, they're feeding the Empire something. I don't really know what's going on, but they're all going to die for it.
Well, then it's decided. There's no stopping it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the submarine you guys are renting. It's actually a dual purpose. It can go in space or underwater, as many Mon Calamari ships can. So that's why the picture shows it in space. But it is an underwater vessel. Yeah, this is just the brochure picture. Your model doesn't come with any weapons.
Dang it.
Aww.
Can I mount my missile tube? No, I'm kidding.
Yes, optional features shown. Okay, so you guys are ready to go then. Let's see. Let me double check my notes.
So how much is this ship sub to buy anyway, outright?
To buy it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have that readily available. I will let you know before we end, though.
Is it a ship from the books?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say I
I
could
just,
do that for you, but
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure none of the books have a dual-purpose submarine.
No,
in it.
because I had to, when I ran the play-by-post underwater, I had to make up a submarine as well.
Yeah. So, okay. So you guys are making your way there. It's going to take, because it's actually starting to get dark. You guys spent pretty much all day on deck doing all the various things.
Who's driving?
Somebody will need to take the driver's seat. It is piloting planetary.
Yeah, I think Rebecca probably has the best pool for that because
Yeah.
he's so
Learn on
accustomed to
guns,
it.
so we don't need him
What-
on gunnery.
What have you got on planetary?
I've got 5 agility and 3 ranks.
I have 5 agility, but no ranks.
Yeah.
I've got 2 ranks, so do you want a co-pilot?
Sure,
Or
if we
could-
need
we don't
it.
have guns. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I would be on the guns otherwise, but you know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I would. Yeah. Well, we can have one of you two co-pilot. Probably. I don't know. 5 green mathematically is better, but at that point, co-piloting is a pretty simple check in the grand scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, we need to decide how we're going to split ourselves if the sub is going to be following, and who we want inside to take over their ship.
Oh, can we quickly, before we go, buy like
Oh yeah.
rebreathers and stuff?
So rebreathers or even diving suits, if you guys chose.
Diving
But
suit.
up to you.
Check the vacuum seal. Does anyone know what book that's in offhand?
I think it's the core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gristle's just gonna get a rebreather. He just doesn't care much about a diving suit.
Yeah, so that's on page 195 of the EOT core.
Yep. That's only 10 minutes. That's not very long.
Yeah.
That's for space, though. Yeah. We'll get by.
Okay, so who's buying what?
We'll buy a rebreather.
Anybody else need any gear? Rebreathers, probably?
No, Trebek already has one.
Hack will get one.
Juba has one.
Dara hasn't, so she'll take one. And can she see if she can acquire another C10 Dragonite repeater? Sorry, Reaper, not repeater.
Sure, we could try and check for that. Give me 1 second here. What rarity is the rebreather? It's probably pretty low.
Rebreather is quite low, I think. Let me... open up Bog, dude.
Breath mask? Yeah, rarity 1.
Yeah.
It's only 25 credits each. So yeah, you guys find those pretty easy.
Plus, on an aquatic world, I feel like those would be even more common.
Well,
they could have their own specific negative modifier.
all the natural inhabitants don't need them, so...
But everything we guess does.
Alright, let's see here.
Survival.
Are we trying to figure out the rarity of the Reaper?
Yeah, I've got it, actually. It's rarity 7 normally.
Yeah, 7.
This is Outer Rim, so that'll make it a 9.
Any downward modifiers, or is that it?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Or further upward modifiers?
No, unfortunately not, because Dak's not even on a primary trade route. So
Okay, so 9?
yeah, it's rarity 9.
Alright, here it goes. Of course. Whoever doubted Zevo. So yeah, you can buy it for, I don't know, knock. How much off for a Triumph?
Okay.
20%? 10%? I'm not going to use Master Merchant here because I don't want to burn too much strain on...
Right, so it's normally 1,000.
Oh, I could have lowered its rarity. Oh well, it worked out.
Okay, so 1 success Triumph. Let's see. Yeah, I'll say you can find one for 800.
There you go.
Cool, thank you.
Zevo wants 100 credits for finding it.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. So yeah, it'll cost you 900 instead of 1,000.
Okay. Right.
Okay, everybody ready?
Yes, I am. Personally.
Jawohl.
Mechanically, what does the rebreather do? It just lets you breathe, right? Like there's no boost or anything?
Yeah, I guess. I'd imagine so.
Okay.
I think it's just breathing underwater.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys make the trek to the Whalodon feeding ground. Let me move us over to there.
Yeah, I mean, truly the breath mask shouldn't do anything underwater because it's not like a
That's
pressurized.
true. Yeah.
But I think we can just reskin it. I don't think there is a true underwater breathing apparatus.
Oh well, I mean they wear them in episode 1.
Exactly.
Well, no, I mean in the books as is, I don't think they have that little doodad. This is like the breath mask like they had in Empire, where when they're inside the asteroid.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
I've tried searching a couple different things, and I haven't seen anything that looks or sounds quite like what Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn had.
Okay, so who is going out into the water, I guess is the first question.
Juba's gonna try his luck in water for the first time.
Oop, hold on 1 second, guys.
Oh my word, under the sea.
If we have to take over the ship, it might be better for Shorebecca to go out there.
So he's inside initially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In which case, Dara might want to stay and pilot the ship.
So is the idea for
Yep.
the people in the water to like get taken and then take the submarine from the inside?
Yeah, my guess is that the way he described it is they reel in the Whalodons into the ship. Into the submarine.
So the people who go outside are going to get caught and take the Whalodons into the facility, and then
So who wants to take... Sorry, carry on.
and then we'll follow them, and then they'll either open from the inside for us, or we'll just know where it is and kind of go for it ourselves somehow.
Okay, well, Crystal's going in the water with, I guess, Juba, Shorebecca, wherever else.
All right, Ziva will stay in the ship, because then if we find it, he can try to talk his way into it. Be like, oh, well, we wanted to... He's a Hutt, obviously. He might want to buy Whalodon, but being a prudent Hutt, he wants to buy it from the source to cut out the middleman. And he came up with an ingenious plan to find the source by following the Whalodons or something.
Torpedoes inbound.
Well,
Sorry about that, guys. We're back now.
So,
Or I'm back.
who's taking the tracker?
So why don't we move ourselves? If you're going with the Whalodons, put yourself in the group with the Whalodons. If you're staying in the ship, put yourself with... Zevo for sure is staying in the sub. Dara is free to do what she wants, but we will need a pilot.
Yeah, I'm staying.
And then looks like Hack is going to stay in the sub too. Nope. Okay, Hack's going in the water. Just D and Zevo.
Okay.
Zevo.
So
He's gonna like grab onto Shebecca's fur since he's not a good swimmer.
Hey, I don't have any fur out.
Juba's just gonna hold on to his back.
Okay, matted hair then, you know.
okay,
My
so
armor.
you guys are going to need to make hard athletics checks. Or no, I'm sorry. Actually, those of you going out and swimming, first you need to make a fear check. Because these things are huge.
But they're docile.
They are, but they're very big.
Okay.
Let me see.
So that'd be easy fear check, man.
No, it'll actually be average because they are strong. Well, hold on. And you are pretty deep underwater. We'll say it's average. Average fear check.
Aw.
That's discipline, right?
Okay.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Shebecca's not liking this.
Oh, jeez.
Juba doesn't like the water. Too much.
No ranks in confidence, guys.
Okay, so those of you that failed, you are going to take a setback while you're swimming.
So is there any way that I could give some success? That still wouldn't work, huh?
No, yeah.
No, there's no rule passing.
Between you and I, we could do that, but I don't think the rules really work
No.
that way.
No,
It
no.
specifically says that for you. Someone could make a leadership check in the water to try and rally feared comrade, but no, not like a...
I mean, I'd really be willing to try that, but I don't know if we could really hear each other underwater.
Yeah, rebreathers on. Were they able to talk to each other?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Okay, oh, you know what? I did that in the wrong order. So, first it was supposed to. I was saying it right originally. So go ahead, make an athletics check to swim out to the Whalodons. It's going to be hard difficulty with two setbacks or just one. One setback because it's getting hard to see. It's pretty dark down here.
Okay.
But if you failed the fear check, do not apply the setback. This should have been rolled before the fear check.
All right.
Okay, interesting.
I can remove setback to
Could this be coordination at all?
I'm sorry?
So could it be a coordination at all?
No, this is just athletics to swim. Yeah.
Oh, he was able to do it.
Oh wow. You might want to go back to the ship, little guy.
Okay, so wow. Well, everybody succeeded.
Brett.
What are the setbacks for?
You said.
Oh yeah, the lighting. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
I can remove one. So.
Yeah, no, I got you. Well, the first two who rolled it, I thought it was from their fear check, which I said don't, but I forgot I told everybody one for the lighting. Okay, so unfortunately, all of that threat is going to be strained for everybody.
So Rebecca is going to see the Jawa struggling over here and says, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
I got a question after that.
Not at all.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Leslie.
Oh, I didn't want to mess up the role playing here. So I can use involuntary resolve to only.
Resolve
Okay.
would work against this strain for sure. Okay, so
Gristle uses advantages to recover strain because he actually loves this because it's been a while since he's been on deck and he
Sure.
really likes swimming.
sure. What did Juba do?
I think he's going back to the ship.
He's not a swimmer.
So
Tried
you,
this one out there. And
okay, all right. Well, hold on. It's gonna take another athletics check to swim back though, so you're out there already.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah. You just go with it, man. Just go with
Go
it.
with it.
Too far to go back now, huh?
I mean, I was successful.
You would have been better failing that check, I think.
Okay. Well, no, fail would have actually been an additional 4 strain. So
okay.
Yeah.
you
and then
know
if you pass out, you just sink to the bottom of the ocean. And
okay, so all of you succeeded. So now you made your fear checks because you're swimming right next to these things, and they are massive. So now setbacks will be for the 2 people that failed the fear check. On the next check, which is going to be to kind of keep pace with these things. You have 3 options. You can make a survival check, average difficulty, or a coordination or knowledge xenology check, but that will be hard difficulty.
Is this something that we all do, or?
All of you are going to do it individually to try and keep pace with the Whalodons.
Okay.
So not athletics. It has to be coordination.
No. It could be athletics also. So it could be average survival, or the other 3 are hard: athletics, coordination, or knowledge xenology.
Was that 2 setbacks or 1 setback?
You should only have 1 setback this time. I'll let you reroll.
Yeah, I need to increase the difficulty too. And it's a wash.
Ooh.
Can Rebecca with the Triumph grab the little Jawa and just tell him to hold on?
Oh yeah, for sure. Even you can even just use extra successes from a hack or Ben to do that. So you can use your Triumph for something else if you have an idea.
Rebecca, I don't know. We'll talk to the Whalodons. I know he'll let a little roar out and see if they respond.
You hear whale noises, but you have no idea if it's in response to the noise you made.
Yeah.
You hear growling and then the bellow of a whale.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's only a matter of time before you hear the rumbling of a hunting sub. So
I guess we'll just hide under a belly of one of them or something.
yeah, no, that's what that check was. So you guys are finding the best position to kind of swim alongside them and keep going with them. So we're going to move over to the next page. And then the Dara and Zivo, oops, you guys are going to be hanging back, obviously. I won't make you make a check for that, but I assume you're going to want to stay out of sight.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh god.
What the? Is that something out of the Bond movie?
Okay.
Mr. Bond.
So ignore the orange light. That's not fire. But no, this is the hunting sub. It is using very strong whirlpools to suck whalodons in, and it's pulling them in. So you guys are going with it. About 3 of them are getting pulled in right now, actually. Hold on 1 second. I think I have a token for them.
Do the sounds they make starts very, like they start sounding sad and scared and.
Oh yeah, they're trying to swim and everything, and oops. Let's see. Yeah, so there's really nothing. You guys are unable to fight it. You just get sucked right in.
Whoa!
And
Whoa! Whoa!
yeah, if I had more time, this is where there'd be all sorts of epic sound effects going on here and everything. But, I'm not that good with Roll20 yet. Okay, so all right, so you guys end up inside, and you should see. Oops, I need to pass it over. I always forget the little player flag. Okay, it should be black for you guys.
Very, very black.
Okay, so give me a second. I need to set up some things.
Like Captain Dundee's soul.
Captain Dunwell?
Dunwell, yeah.
Why isn't it letting me... Oh, there we go. It wouldn't let me select one of your tokens. Right.
Yeah, because there's those things deep in our oceans that can actually burn stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like a road flare will burn underground because that has the oxidizer built into it. They modified the Olympic torch for the Sydney Olympics to burn underwater because part of it was they took the torch out to the Great Barrier Reef, I think, and swam it underwater there, and they had to obviously keep it burning instead of the normal. I don't know how it normally burns. They modified it with its own oxidizer.
Well, that's what oxylances are. They're used to cut, structures and stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Man, something is throwing Roll20 off here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you guys get pulled into this room, and the water starts to drain. So before you're even able to stand up, you guys are approached by Aquilish, and they're standing over you. Trebek is still sideways, actually, which is fitting. But they're not messing around. They have weapons drawn, and we all need to roll initiative.
It's a pretty big room, right?
Superman?
Yeah, no, this is a big room. There's 3 whales there.
Brendan, is that just the Superman theme?
Yeah. Sir Becca's gonna start flying.
Ah, okay. I was like, I don't remember this happening, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
I'm missing no ones. Oh, Crystal's got one. Okay.
All right, now let's see.
How many are there? 4 of them?
There are. Well.
I see 3 tokens and a picture, so I wasn't really sure.
Yeah, no, there are 4 tokens. Sorry, yeah, that I didn't put any borders on it.
Okay.
So are the whalodons just here dry now? They took out all the water, or?
Yeah, they're sitting on the floor. This is where they would start slaughtering them.
Oh gosh, is there like blood already?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Pretty gruesome.
Let me. Oh, you know what? I messed up. Give me 1 second, guys. I forgot to add a NPC profile stat block to this, so I have to adjust it real quick.
Wait, is the Mon Calamari with us, or do you stay on the
Oh,
sub?
what?
He was on the sub, I think.
Yeah.
Coward.
Yeah, so that means Dara was all those things that she was saying in chat was just to rattle him a bit.
All right, let's try this again.
Oh, is that Gristle's vigilance?
Yeah, are we rolling cool or?
No, vigilance is correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, you guys had no idea the hunters would be on top of you immediately, so.
We hit so well.
Yes. Okay. There we go. That's what I needed. Okay, let me set their stats really quick. Okay, so you see, these are actually 3 groups of 4. So there's 13 people there.
Okay.
Oh god.
Rebecca would like to go first.
Well, they haven't rolled initiative yet, so.
I'm just letting everyone know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Go for it.
Oh.
All right. So he would like to be the first player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. You guys didn't roll phenomenally to like guarantee yourself you'd go first, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Rebecca did well for what he can do.
Yes, Rebecca.
Oh no. Okay.
Second is good too, right?
Let's see.
That noise coming from a GM is never good.
All right. Well, no, it's just funny because I realize these stat blocks I used for the other guys are kind of. Yeah. So.
Okay then.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could give them minion rank. Well, I guess if you didn't give them rank like that as a skill, but
Right.
yeah.
No, that's what I was noticing. I guess I could have just fixed it, but no, this will be okay. So.
Okay, so we got chief prepared Aqualish man over here.
Yeah, I think what you meant is that it won't be relevant, not it won't. It'll be okay. It won't be relevant.
Yeah.
But continue.
All right. So, all right, he's gonna do 2 things actually. On his first turn, so it is the chief dude. So these guys are actually, it worked out that there's 4 of you because they're each engaged with one of you as you stand up. So, so the big ones, or the leader in black is engaged with Shorebecca, the one group is engaged with Gristle, the other one with Juba, and the last one with Hack. Or, yeah, Hack. All right, so the leader dude is going to...
So they're already engaged with us? Is that what you're saying? Correct?
Yeah, no, you guys washed in with the Whalodons, and as the water drained, before you were even, like, oriented, they were standing on top of you.
Okay, for the maneuver, can I go over there by Gristle?
Well, you guys are all prone on the ground, so you could use your maneuver to stand up.
Yeah, and so remember there's a maneuver to disengage if they're engaged with you.
Yeah, so you would have to use your maneuver to stand up.
All right, I use my free maneuver to stand up. Yeah.
Okay, so he is going to do this. I'm going to flip that.
So he's standing in front of Shorbeka, right?
Yes, he is standing in front of Shorbeka. What does leadership key off of? Is it presence or willpower?
Presence.
It's presence, okay. All right, and he's going to make a leadership check as a maneuver first. And he fails. Okay.
Poor guy. Not much of a leader, is he?
So, yeah, no, I'm looking at that now, unfortunately. But this was something I decided to do after I made the stat block, so I didn't go back and adjust anything. Okay, but now he's going to do a Hunter's Quarry against Shorbeka.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to roll... it is a hard survival check as a maneuver, taking 2 strain. And it'll upgrade everybody's checks against Shorbeka until this guy's next turn.
Is there a distance requirement on that or something?
No distance. Oh no, yeah, within long range. But
yeah, so Hunter's Core is a bit strange.
Oh, I need his. Okay, and rolling that. Okay, so he succeeded. So anybody who makes a combat check against Shorbeka, any NPCs or PCs if you guys want to shoot him, it'll be upgraded once. And then let's see. Then he's going to attack Shorbeka.
Okay.
With his beam drill.
Whoa! What? Okay. So
he's got.
Okay. So
it is a melee weapon, so he is the one that cuts into the Whalodons with this thing, and then the other guys clean up.
Okay. That's. Okay. Well, the one melee defense, and I guess he gets a boost because I'm prone, right?
Yeah, actually.
And it is inaccurate too, so there is some.
This one is inaccurate too. Thank you. Yep.
And is he strong enough to use it properly?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
The man butchers whales.
He does.
He knows how to use a beam drill.
Let's see. Okay, and then engage. Anything else?
No, other than that defense and the inaccurate too. That's what I got going for me.
Okay.
I mean, I do have other things, but we'll see what happens. That has breach, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does have breach, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Whoa.
That looks like pain.
Yeah. So what's the damage on it?
It'll be 14. Breach 1.
Okay, Shorbeka will increase his stoke to 17. So he'll take 7 of that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
That gets through completely.
Yeah. Yeah. There was something else I could have done, but I won't. Actually, no, I will because it'll help you guys. So it'll actually. I'm sorry. It will be. We both had to flip. But what is your brawn?
5.
So it adds 5 more damage, actually.
What?
Bring it down.
The bigger they are.
Yeah. So it's it would have been 19 breach 1.
Okay. Well then. Okay, I got that in there too. That sucks.
Okay. But so now I believe it is all players, and then all of the other ones.
Yep.
Okay, if you guys don't mind.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Shorbeka, after getting that drill into him, just ignites his jetpack just from where he's lying. And what happens is he starts zooming towards the other Quarren, and it just becomes bowling pins. He hits all 3 of them in a row, and they're just completely demolished. Just like he accelerates and everything, so he's going speed 2 into each of these.
Just
Okay.
across the floor, like friction burns all over his chest.
Yeah. I mean, he gets a little altitude too, so he just just piles into each of them. So
Okay, yeah, sure. That was last man standing, right?
yes.
Okay, yeah, I was checking something when you said that, but I see the destiny flips and everything. So, okay, yeah. Okay, they're all taken out. So.
Yeah, and then I took strain for 2 maneuvers to just make myself far away from all of them. So okay yeah. Superman. Also, Shortback is like whining over here because that hurt.
Juba, you want to shoot at him, and then I'll attack him.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use my maneuver to stand up, and I'm going to fire at.
Okay, he'll be at medium range of you.
Right.
Yeah, we'll say medium, and then hacks at long.
I'll do auto fire.
Okay.
So, what's that roll for him?
So it'll be 3 purple. Oh, and then I'm sorry, any defense he has. So it's adversary 2, and 1 range defense.
All right, that's what I want to hear. I'm gonna take a boost and let's go ahead and upgrade.
Oh no!
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
god, that is interesting. At least no one's engaged with him anymore.
Well, let's just go ahead and do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you are two tiers down on the damage, so 1 more damage, and your blaster is out of commission.
Oh god.
So you added difficulty and a setback going forward now.
Okay. Ow.
But how much damage is that, and how many times did you hit?
Okay. I hit twice, so
Okay.
first one's gonna be the 16, 17, 18 Pierce 1.
Okay.
Then it's gonna be 14 Pierce 1.
18 Pierce 1 and 14 Pierce 1. Alright, let's sorry, that was only 1 hit. And then 14 Pierce 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, next player. Hack, you're at long range.
Oh wow, long range.
Yeah, these Whalodons are pretty big, and they're all laying there.
Oh
So-
man. Okay, so I guess I will get towards Gristle then.
Well, you can get to where Juba's at medium range. Gristle's at short, actually. So. Okay. Gristle's turn.
Do we start prone?
You did start prone.
Okay.
Hack was able to stand up because of his maneuver.
Yeah, he had a
Okay.
triumph.
Okay, so one mover to stand up. I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll just go. For it.
Hack will call to Gristle. Like come towards me.
That is the smart idea. You know what? Yeah, that's the better idea. He's gonna activate his stealth field and run away.
Okay. All right.
I would probably say there should be boost to locating where he went, just because there's water everywhere, and so he'd be splashing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. But no, he needs you right. He's more concerned with the little thing that shot him. So it comes back around to we're technically at the top of the order, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's gonna move 1 to short, another to engage, and actually no, hold on. What else?
Juba's growling at him in a high-pitched voice.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I didn't even upgrade against Shorebecca when I made that attack, so like I did Hunter's Quarry and then I didn't upgrade. But which is funny.
It even works on your attack, or just
It's every attack until his next turn, and since
wow.
I was able to do it as a maneuver, I get it on my
Okay, cool.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, no, he's got the beam drill out, so he's just gonna run over and Hack and Juba flip. Roll me a D100.
High is good, high is bad.
You'll find
Depends
out.
on your perspective.
Oh, 50, so hey.
Blue.
Oh no!
Yeah, so high is bad. He is going after Juba, who shot him. I guess
No.
looking back, I should have said that ahead of time because I could just fix it to what I wanted it to be, but I didn't. It was high the whole way.
He has one difficulty.
Uh,
Not one difficulty, one setback.
One setback. Yeah, and it's inaccurate, so it'll be 2 more setback.
Oh no!
Jeez.
Ow.
Will that take you out?
Okay, so it'll be 5 again. It'll be 14 damage.
Breach.
I'm like
Yeah.
right at.
Yeah, it ignores your 10 points of soak. You're at your threshold.
I'm at threshold.
Okay, you're still up. And you're actually. I'm gonna give you. Well, you can choose what you want to do with that threat, but 2 threat will allow you to take a maneuver.
Or you could have him fall prone.
Yeah, I want him to fall prone at my feet.
Okay, so he falls. That's only. That is 3 of the threat. That triumph, though, he is going to critical.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
did he? He had a triumph against Rebecca. Should we have rolled a crit for that?
Oh, that's true. I didn't even use it. Yeah, let's roll one.
Okay,
Alright.
so this first one should be for Rebecca then. So,
Yeah.
minus 30 to it.
Okay.
Oh, do I need to roll that?
I'll roll it.
Oh.
So,
14 is
Yeah.
sudden jolt. Drop whatever is in hand.
Okay, there wasn't anything in his hands. He just blasted off.
yeah. And then, against Juba,
47. Headringer.
Yes.
Did you get your earlier crit healed? Did you have one, or was Hack had one?
No, Hack had one. I didn't have one.
okay. But no, he's standing there. So, he fell down. Actually, he's laying prone on the ground.
Can I go ahead since he tried to hurt me?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, it's all 4 of you. So,
Yeah. Remember that you'll want to step back at least, though, because
Yeah.
you add 2 difficulty if it's a ranged heavy check.
Yep. Step back to short, so I think that's 1 red, 1 purple.
And a setback, because... and was it your blaster that he damaged?
yes.
Yep.
The despairs damaged his blaster.
Oh, you're using a different one now?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm using the same one.
So it'll have an added difficulty and 2 added setback. 1 from him being prone and 1 from the first step of damage.
And it's upgraded because... Oh, no, I guess I only engaged you. I didn't say I was engaging Hack.
Yeah, do you want to flip to upgrade it?
Yeah, why not?
Actually,
So...
let Hack go.
Oh, you're gonna let Hack go? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still flipping, so whatever Hack does to him will be upgraded.
Okay,
But
so
he didn't engage Hack, so you'll have to move up a little bit.
okay, I thought I was engaged with whatchamacallit, but okay.
No, I couldn't decide. I didn't say I was engaging both of you, so I'm only engaged with Juba.
Yeah, so he just came on the other side of Juba from where you are.
Yeah.
So what's his difficulty? Just 2 purple?
Adversary 2, with 1 defense.
Yeah, but you should have a boost on your melee since he's on the ground.
I am on the ground, prone.
Yep.
All right, and we're gonna say a little prayer. Just a quick one. Not something too drastic, but we kind of want to take him out. Hopefully.
You got a chance.
All right, so it'd be 2 red and 1 setback.
Yep.
Oh wow, not good enough.
How much damage?
That is 12.
Any Pierce? No? Okay. So he's still not down.
Okay. So luckily we
well.
have a lot of turns to fix that.
3 more. Who's next?
I mean, I can take it.
Yeah,
So,
are you gonna scratch at him or something?
Dribble, you don't want revenge?
Well, you're engaged with him now, and he might shoot you.
There's been a lot of despairs going around today. It would
guess-
only be. It would
Go
only be
ahead.
fitting.
The spirits are protecting me. I believe in you. Go for it.
It would only be fitting.
Who, me? Go for it? Sure. Whatever. I think this is right. Yay! That's what means taking a step back for the maneuver.
Yep. So it'll be upgraded 3 times, once for Hack and twice for his adversary.
So it should have 1 purple, I think, right?
Yeah, so just roll 1 more purple.
By
Yeah,
itself.
reset and roll an extra purple.
Okay.
Okay.
So you still hit for how much?
That would be 17, Pierce 1.
17 Pierce 1. And
Plus
you have,
crit, but, you know.
yeah. Okay. No, that's enough. 17 Pierce 1, so... Okay, no, he goes down. And the room appears clear, other than the Whalodons kind of sitting there in a little puddle of water.
So do we want to release them and then try to take over the rest of the ship?
Do we want to alert everybody that we're here? I mean, they can breathe air, so they're fine for now. It'd be a little suspicious, though, if somebody unleashes the whales, you know.
To be fair, there was a jet-packing Wookiee in the hold, outside of normal parameters.
Oh, yeah. Can Gristle, like, heal me?
No.
Alright.
well.
That's 5 wounds, 4 strain.
Maybe Shortbacka too, since if we're gonna take the time out.
Yeah, you guys can take a little bit of time to do that, sure.
Apply another.
4 wounds, 6 strain, a crit if you want.
That's another
Yeah,
step
I'll
back.
take off my crit. No reason to carry that around. So 4 wounds, 6 strain, you said?
Yeah.
And that actually takes care of my strain, which is pretty good.
Yeah, go ahead and roll Discipline or Cool to recover strain, if you guys want.
What about people in the submarine? Can we do that?
Yes, so you guys can also do that.
And one more thing, can I...
Jeez. That's a lot of strain recovery.
Someone grab that beam drill. We might need it to open a door or something.
With all the commotion, wouldn't the sonar sound be giving them away?
Well, you know where they're located. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you saw the big hunting sub come by, and it's just kind of drifting away, not with any real purpose yet, because everybody was distracted. Well, not everybody, but most of the crew, you could assume, were distracted with the combat. But there are no immediate threats to anybody in the wide open room.
So it's Strike Team Wookiee for the win.
Last one standing.
Yeah, no, that was a good use. So, that leadership check, I was actually trying to use the squad rules. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those.
Yeah.
Oh, so they would have formed on him?
Yeah, just some of them, not all of them, because it takes away their slots in the initiative. But he can pass off damage to them, so it would have been fun.
Kept
But,
beating people.
Anyway, so what are you guys doing now?
can I do a mechanic check on my weapon?
Oh, you want to try and fix the damage to it?
Yeah.
Is there anything in the book that says what it takes to fix Sunder damage?
Hold, please. I believe it's 2 steps would be average, I think. But let me confirm.
Okay.
average difficulty?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Do you have a
anybody
toolkit?
Oh no, I don't have a toolkit. Do anybody else have it?
That will
Hmm.
make things more difficult.
Yeah.
Well, if you're on our poll, send it to McKeffis. She could probably fix it.
Yeah,
think
that
we'll have
will
it
work now though. So.
Yeah. So yeah, that will be what, 2 setback for not having the right tools, and it'll be an average check.
Yeah.
It's average.
All right. Anybody can lend me some intelligence?
I give you 4.
What kind of Jawa are you? I'm just kidding.
Not a
Utini.
smart one.
Oh, can you use Utini for a boost just to grab some other
Yeah.
parts from around?
Off of these dead bodies.
Yeah, sure. Okay, success. So you and Gristle look it over, and you're able to get all that water damage out of it, basically. However, that one threat, next time you fire it, you'll get a setback.
All right. Sweet.
Okay.
Well, I guess we should probably look for a... Well, this is just the sub, right? It's not the station.
Yeah, you're just in a hunting sub, so you according to what the Mon Calamari told you, he actually, I didn't take him with you, so he'll be back on the other sub. Had I remembered, he would have swam with you and everything. He will be back. He's back on the other sub, but he told you would need to commandeer this back to the processing station.
So
Is there a place for us to
Okay,
dock?
so to the bridge.
Oh yeah, they can... The entrance is pretty big. Can they just come in?
What's that?
In their sub, in our rental sub. Can they just like drive it into the front of it?
Sure, we'll say that. Yeah, we'll let you do that.
Yeah, when we release the Whalodon, we can pick them up.
Yeah, you'll want to do that first, probably. Actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so do we need to go to the bridge and to actually take this thing over, or?
That's probably a good idea.
Okay, well, we'll run through the corridors, blasting whoever gets in our way.
Okay. Yeah, you actually don't find much resistance. There are a few more Aqualists, but they pretty much give up right away. They saw the commotion or heard about it. They saw what the Wookiee did with his headbutt on the jetpack. So, yeah.
Yeah, we'll tie them up as we can. Obviously, we just want to get to the bridge as soon as possible.
Yeah, so you guys make it to the bridge. You've got control of the submarine.
Yeah. Okay. Shorebecca, like first order of business, he finds the button to release the Whalodon.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Did Hack pick up the beam drill? Someone would have grabbed it, right?
Yeah.
Zivo would grab it.
If not, Shorebecca would have thrown it off to the side. He doesn't like melee weapons that much, actually. Oddly, for a Wookiee.
Zivo will grab it. He might not use it for sure, but
Yeah.
it could be entertaining.
He'll shout for it. Grab it, because he's in the other room, or the other sub.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because the room is going to fill back up with water and kind of wash these Whalodons out, is what's going to happen.
Yeah, Shorebecca will growl at them again, friendly growls, and say, you're free.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Whalodon.
Very, very good. So they swim away happily out the mouth of fire. No.
Do
So
they say anything in Whalish?
what's that?
Do they say anything to us in Whalodonish
they-
that might
they-
understand?
They make some whale noises. Yeah, exactly. So you can kind of pull like a Dory from Finding Nemo. I'm just kidding. No, if anybody wants to roll a formidable xenology check,
Okay, I'll try it.
you can maybe understand what they were saying.
What is that? 5,
I
6?
feel like Gristle's gonna get a headache from this. Oh wow, interesting.
That's 5 purples.
Yeah. So Triumph though.
Okay, so you didn't understand what they were saying, but you could tell that they're happy and thankful.
Was that only one check, or you said anybody?
No, anybody can try it. Yeah.
Okay.
5 purples knowledge
Hack have
xenology.
any ranks in Xenol? Oh, almost.
Okay, so that 2 threat.
Why
Oh
not?
jeez. So I don't know what else to do with the threat other than give you guys strain.
Let's try to make it sound like we understand.
So
The
yeah,
whales get offended. We say something about their mothers.
But no, yeah. So Gristle is able to tell that they're happy and thankful for being set free. But he was not able to decipher what they said specifically. Okay, but you guys have control of the sub now. We'll flip back.
We got the others on board after the whales left, and so we should all be together now.
Yep. Oh, I didn't delete these tokens from before. Yeah, so that other submarine will fly through the opening there and just park kind of in that impromptu hangar. And
I assume we can control the water levels so it doesn't become like beached like the whales were.
well, it is a dual-purpose craft, so it can leave water.
Mhm.
But yeah, so let me grab. Where did I leave? I think I left the other tokens on the Whalodon page.
Yeah, we didn't get moved over.
Yeah, so let me move these guys over first. Oh, geez. So I'll go over that at the end, actually. Just a side note, but
That's such a cool. This picture is so cool.
yeah, the submarine.
Yeah, yeah. No, but Dorina was right. It is very James Bond.
And then
Which one? Oh, that's You only died twice. Which one is that? Where they're in the volcano base?
You only live once or twice.
Twice,
I
yeah.
think. Yeah, you only live twice.
okay, so all right, you guys are all together again, chilling on this
My name
massive
is
hunting sub, and you'll need to locate and make your way to the processing center.
I mean, if we have people surrendering, wouldn't they be able to tell us the way?
Sure, yeah, they could. So yeah, they ensure you're going the right way.
If you don't tell us, we'll set the Wookiee on you.
Yeah, no, they speak up right away. They're cooperative. All right, so you guys make it to the processing center. I don't have a picture for that, but I do have this. So as you approach,
Before we do that, can Dara say access codes?
yeah, no, they actually, I was just going to get to that. So as you approach the processing center, they kind of tell you what you need to do to dock with the processing center, and like what the procedure is. So I will need somebody to make an average piloting planetary check to do that.
On it, Chief.
I've got 5 agility, but yeah, there you go. Perfect.
All right, yeah, no problem. So you guys dock perfectly. You're in like you belong, and you're parked. Do you disengage or disembowel? Disembark? That's the word.
Disembowel.
Yeah, okay, yes, we'll disembowel.
I don't know. So there would be like a normal ramp that you would get off on, right? But could there be like a top area where you could climb out and like be able to look down from above?
Sure, yeah.
I think Rebecca might prefer that.
No, actually, I'm sorry. You are connected by like a sort of a tube to the processing center. This doesn't actually.
Okay, so there's nothing we are like surfacing in or anything.
Correct. Yeah. No, this is all completely like on the ocean floor. So you dock alongside, and then like a docking tube connects.
Okay.
What weapons does this thing have?
Nothing. It just sucks whalodons in through its mouth, and it does not light them on fire.
It's got a hell of a ram, though, I bet.
Or it definitely gives a lot of head.
No.
So we're going through the umbilical. Is that our plan?
Yeah, I don't think we have. Long straight corridors always not good for things, but you don't seem
Except
to have
for
much of an
sending a
option.
Wookiee down at Mach 1.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm sorry. Before all that happened, before you guys docked, I forgot to make you do this.
Can we tie the guys up so they and so you don't move and warn anyone.
Cuba's not swimming anymore.
Nope, never mind. Okay, so nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Okay, so are you guys leaving? Is that what I'm getting?
Well, we can't really just like hang out on the hunting sub all day.
Probably not.
Are we like on their network now? Can Hack like do some preliminary information gathering before we actually go in?
He could check the sub, but it wouldn't connect to the processing center.
Okay.
So we need to go down the long narrow.
I'll check the sub real quick just in case there's some additional information.
Okay, yeah, that'll be an average. I'm sorry, hard computers check.
Do you have any malicious programs with you as well?
Remember, we do have our rental sub here that we need to return, so Zivo gets his deposit back. We did not buy the upgraded insurance. That's just not the broker's policy.
Corporate
okay. Yeah, so you find a lot of logs for different hunts of picking up whalodons, bringing them back to the processing center, chopped up, and ready to be cut into what they're finally sold in. But other than that, not a lot of information. Actually, with that advantage, you do find that there is a tracker on the sub that it would appear is transmitting a signal back to the processing center. So, had you tried to go anywhere else with it, Dunwell would have realized it. Very paranoid.
Explode. Okay, yeah, I guess. I mean, save that data. I mean, we're gonna want to, if we don't kill them all, we'll at least have them all get arrested.
Yeah, it automatically saves it. Quick question. So there's nothing on there like procedures, like where we should go first, or what he's expecting, since he is a very paranoid person. No. Can we question? The guys would tell us, right, where he would expect us to go, right?
Yeah. But they will also let you know that he pretty much, his whole crew is Aqualish and Mon Calamari. So you guys are going to stick out like a sore thumb immediately.
From here, like, all we really need to do is find where Torty is and then leave. I'm like, we know where it is, so we don't really need to worry about taking it down. We can just tell the authorities where it is and they'll do it for us.
All right. Is there any way?
Blowing it up.
Is there any way I can hack into their security system or their camera system or something like that?
Not from the hunting sub.
Yeah. Same question again. Do you have any malicious programs?
Yeah, that would all require access in the processing center.
I was wondering if Hack had any malicious programs he is carrying.
Hack is a malicious program.
I mean, I can make one. I didn't know you were talking to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not really something you just end up having on you. It's like something you would do as a part of a computer's check.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, next time before we go out on a mission, could you just make some up?
Say that again?
Before we go out, do you reckon you could make some malicious programs up?
Yeah, I can give you one now. I mean, I love to hack. I can hack into your system.
And with that, Dara puts a blaster pistol to his head. Don't you even think about it?
No, not this again. We have enough fighting as it is.
Are you gonna shoot?
No. And then puts the pistol away.
The whole point of this mission was to get you to shoot each other, but just kidding. No, okay. So I assume we're leaving, or you guys are leaving the hunting sub at this point.
Yeah,
sure.
We need to find where they keep
I think we locked up all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did say that we can tie them all up, gag them, and whatnot.
Oh yeah, they're already
around.
Yeah, they're secured.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so where would the next accessible data port the hack
Actually,
to?
so as you guys get off,
Uh-oh, that sounds bad.
20 guys with beam drills.
no, nothing like that. There was one, and he was
You
Walk
heard.
into a giant beam drill.
no. So Captain Dunwell's actually standing right there, right in front of you.
With a beam drill.
Dual wielding beam drills.
It's very strong.
Tactical nuclear beam drills.
No, so he he what does he say? Did I write it down?
A hard Jim lad.
No.
Not a fan. We can handle beam drills, but not a fan.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Yeah. No. So he's like, "Good evening. You found my processing center," in a very evil overload tone.
Prepare to die.
But that's all he says. He's not aggressive, but he is standing in front of you, and there are other guards and stuff around, and other hunters.
We're
I'm
here
here
for
for
the
my
jury.
bounty.
You'll release him to us.
Two people talked at the same time. What was that?
Zivo was saying he was demanding that the Duros be turned over to us.
You want the Duros? I've already handed him over to Imperials.
Is he lying to me?
We'll find out, right?
Yeah. So 5 reds and a purple.
This one I have ready, so I just had to open it. So it'll be his deception versus... Okay, yeah. It would help if I looked at the characteristic. And then he has...
Or actually, no, hang on. First, I want to do a thing. I want to use discredit.
Okay, what's that do?
So I can make a hard deception check to upgrade the difficulty of a target's social checks once, plus once more for every 2 advantages until the end of the encounter. So Zivo is going to go off on this tirade about, how unethical it is that...
Working for the fucking Imperials.
Yeah, working for the Imperials on a rebel world and, yeah, all this kind of stuff. It works. So he has
crimes against sentience.
So it's 6
Well,
reds
Zivo
now?
did eat the Whalodon, so that would be a little... He didn't just eat it, he enjoyed the shit out of it, so...
Okay,
But
so
he'll have an upgrade, an additional upgrade for the rest of the encounter, so that'll be 6 red.
okay, so he's rolling his deception now. Well, he did not succeed. And he is totally telling the truth. He has already handed Torty over to the Imperials.
I guess that's why this is part 1.
So yeah, Shorebecca will definitely just growl at him and say, "You're going to give us every piece of information you have about the ship and what the Imperials are going to do with him."
I don't have any of that. I mean, in regards to what the Imperials are going to do. That's not my business. They merely wanted him, and I was compensated well.
How long ago was it?
They picked him up about a week ago.
Damn.
A little less, actually, probably 5 days. But at that, actually, before you're able to get another question out, you hear a very large rumbling, like the whole building is shaking. All of a sudden, alarms are going off. People start running everywhere, and Captain Dunwell looks a little worried. Somebody runs up to him, a technician-looking person, is like, Sir, they're attacking. They're ramming into our walls. Water's coming in everywhere.
Yeah.
It looks like the Whalodons you set free actually followed you guys, and no, they are ramming into the walls of this place and trying to take it down. So there's water flowing on the floor. You guys are about to stand in a puddle. People are running everywhere. Alarms are blaring. You probably don't have much time.
Back to the rental sub.
See you.
Yeah, the captain is coming with us, though.
Actually, in the chaos, he's already gotten away.
No, jetpack.
Jetpack, go!
You don't really have a lot of room.
Go for it!
So Rebecca is pissed, but yeah, Hack. See if you can get any data, just in the time we have.
If he flips a destiny point, I'll let him go into the terminal right outside the hunting sub. All right, and it's going to be a daunting computers check because you. Well, I'm sorry, no, it'll be hard with 2 setback with all the chaos going on.
Could we, like, unplug it and take it with
I
us?
want him to succeed, so I'm gonna. No, I can't stim him. Fuck it. Natural doctor for the stim. There you go.
Okay, so it increases his intellect, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead, Hack, with your increased intellect.
Oh yeah.
I'd wager that gets us something.
Okay.
Well, quite a lot.
Yeah, and he's able to transfer it all to his datapad too. But you guys don't really have time to look it over.
That's okay.
Because this place is
Let's
coming.
get the fuck out of here.
This place is coming down.
Yeah. So do we want to take the whaling ship up and surrender it to authorities, or do we want to get in the rental and just hightail it out?
Well, take the big one.
The
can sell it.
hunting sub?
Yeah, so, no, yeah. So sell it for scrap.
No,
So for
we we don't have a right to sell it. It would be surrendering it to the authorities.
Yeah, we could get like a bounty for it potentially.
Yeah.
I mean, or just say that we've claimed it for the rebellion.
Yeah, no,
Plus
we
we
should, I bet they have a. This would fall under. I'm sure they have like a standing bounty for, like a reward for like whaling.
We have personnel that were whaling.
Yeah,
have
we've got personnel we can
hostages.
hand over.
And all the data on it. So yeah, I say we take the whaling sub and turn it in.
Yes.
Yeah. So as we're heading off, Rebecca will hail our rebel contact and say, "Put us through to the right authorities. We have a whaling vessel that we've captured."
And
It's still pretty pissed though.
Whale-
Okay, so as you guys get in the whaling sub, actually, there are Whalodons attacking the sub.
Oh.
They think you're hunters.
Oh, man.
damn it.
Gristle,
Can
talk
we
to
attempt
the.
to communicate.
Yes, talk to them.
At least say something friendly.
Yeah, I mean, Rebecca can growl over the speakers. They know about Rebecca's growling.
I mean, you can attempt. It would be another formidable.
I'll attempt.
Stim
First,
him.
he's gonna stim himself.
Ziva will assist you.
He's
For a
gonna
boost.
stim himself with some nice whale juice, and he's going to try this.
Made from Whalodon.
Take a boost. Screw it. I think we're near the end. Let's flip it. Who cares? Okay. Yeah.
I was
You
almost
like-
gonna make. I was almost gonna make you
Hesitantly steps up to the mic.
to make the check. All right. So one success, one advantage. You actually don't say anything legible, but they realize that you.
But it's so adorable that they're like, "That's that guy."
they
At
realize
least
you
he
are not.
tried.
They realize you are not hunters, and they let you get away in the hunting sub.
Yay.
And that is the end.
Can we, do the trip back and hand him over and that?
What's that?
Can we do the trip back and handing him over?
Well, we'll just assume that you guys do hand it over and everything, and it's all taken care of. So.
And we'll keep a copy of the information we gathered.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And actually, like the last couple weeks, Tommy does want to do a follow-up on this midweek. So it might involve that information, it might not. It just depends.
Is there a chance that you can actually put the midweek to the weekend, if that's
Oh,
possible?
it's not my
That's
choice.
up
It's
to Tommy.
something
No,
Tommy runs.
We'll have whatever's next weekend too.
Yeah. So it'll probably be a midweek. It's a non-XP thing like he did the past 2 weeks. It's just optional, but it's just a little follow-up to what this is. I just don't know what it's going to be yet because I didn't want to spoil him on any details. And as you could see with this session, there were a lot of spoilers towards the end.
Yeah, and next weekend is a substantial mission as well.
Yeah. So.
Grey's Anatomy.
All right.
Damn it,
So
Tori.
we should probably go over XP.
Yeah, I will. Ben, can you do it in the mission report because I don't want to put it up on the
Yeah, I'll cover it.
the chart yet.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so it will actually be 15 base, but you guys are gonna get. Let's see, what did you do? You will get +2 for letting the Whalodons free. You will get. Let's see. +1 for finding. +1 for finding the Mon Calamari that led you to the hunting grounds, so through the bounty hunters.
Do you have a name? Did we ever find a name?
No, I didn't give him a name. I'll get one by tomorrow and update everybody.
Do we get one for getting that contact for Zevo?
Well, hold on. I'm going over what I had objective-wise
Alright,
first.
sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. And then, actually, let's see. Nope, you guys didn't go to the people in the prison, so that would have been another possible bonus. Yeah, that's it. So, what is that, +3?
Because we thought that we wouldn't be able to get access to them.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, but yeah, so that was an option.
Yeah, I mean that's 18 right there.
Okay.
What about +1 for returning the
Sub intact.
Yeah, well, I'll give you +1 for getting the hunting ship, the hunting submarine, for sure.
Okay, 19.
And then any other moments you guys want to?
Fucking jetpack mop attack.
No jetpack pinball.
Part of me feels like you could almost get 1 XP every time he uses Last Man Standing, but that was a pretty awesome moment, so I will award it this time. Not that I ever GM'd often, but.
Yeah.
Any other moment nominations? RP moments?
Contact for Zevo. Unexpected.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, we've got something better than that. We did, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll give you one more for getting the information off the computer at the end there and all the chaos. Sure.
All right. So 21.
Yep, that looks like the cap. So I'm going to cap it there, and then we need to nominate a MERP.
A lot of people did a lot this time.
Yeah.
Very hard indeed.
Anybody?
I'd say Zevo.
Looks like majority's going Zevo.
I guess we'll just vote in chat.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Put your votes in the chat then. Ooh, 2-2.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to vote for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Zeeves. So I
So
guess we'll do a roll-off or GM choice, I guess, is that how we've settled this before.
You each get half a point.
Oh, gosh. The impossibility.
No, so I can't make a decision. So you can each roll off high is better. A D100.
Oh.
All right, congratulations, Shorebecca. So with that, thanks for listening and thanks for playing. I'm going to cut the recording.
Any duty for returning information or submarine?
Credits.
Credits.
Oh yeah, sorry. Rewards. So you guys make it back. You do deliver the technicians to Arta 1, and Borga was offering 2,500 a person to bring. I'm sorry, he was offering 5,000 to bring Torty back. Since you weren't able to bring him back, though, he's going to cut it in half. But you do have information that the Imperials have him that he can use, as well as the broker.
Yeah, and of course, Shorebecca would be providing information about the Imperials being involved, so he would be going for duty here.
Okay, yeah. So I will talk with Tommy on the duty because I don't want to give too much, and I've never awarded
duty. It would be one
before.
per person if there was to be.
Okay. Well, I still want to double check with him, but potentially give duty for that. And then the broker was matching the payout from Borga, and there was a payout from the rebellion on taking the technicians over, so it'd be 6,000 a person.
Total?
Yes.
That is a lot.
Oh,
Good.
and 100 for sound investments. Okay.
Dombies has you beat there a little bit, but yeah.
But he doesn't have all the other cool things I can do.
That's true. That's true. He also isn't ponderous. Okay. So, anything else before I cut the recording that I'm forgetting? Oh, well, we did go. We went over XP. Never mind.
Yeah. So end payout is what now? 6,100.
No, just 6,000 for you. Zevo gets an extra 100 for his talent.
All right. Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna stop it here. All right. So that was it, guys.
So I'm guessing the captain will be reappearing.
Possibly. I can't give any spoilers.
Yeah.
Although Torty was taken by Imperials, so...
Yeah, that's not good. We need to figure that one out. He's a good liar, though. I'm sure he can keep himself hidden. His real, I guess... I wonder what the Imperials really want with someone who's getting caught with Whalodon.
You'll just have to find out.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't get caught for being a broker's agent or being a member of the rebellion, so you can't...
It could be a lot worse.
Yeah. So... I knew Shorebecca should have just charged at the guy as soon as we saw him.
He could, he might talk. You never know. Torty, I mean, to the Imperials. Give up everything. Yeah, I totally expected you guys to try and talk to the prisoners, so it really threw me off when you didn't. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, as we said earlier, you know.
Oh no, definitely that, and that's a valid concern that I hadn't really considered. So
15 XP. I will have my resilience reroll in case I mess up my last one standing roll.
And then the reason I had the Whalodons in that picture, they were there, but behind it is like weird warehouse stuff because of the picture I used.